right, let's do a cheers to the Snowbies and Safe Liquid Beer for the podcast.
We ride again.
I love you guys.
Careful, that cake's hot.
Check-in, come on, let's go. It's the AM Nasty Big Hello. It's not static, AM radio. It's the Play Alpha Nielson Show. Let's go. Everybody tune in, even my wife.
Mommy likes too.
And those Macramalla intros are cutting like a knife. Hey, it's Mitch texting in, he's your dealer for life. Let's crack at 6 o'clock and lager with some sirloin bites.
Eyes. You know what? I saw it in his eyes. Eyes. It's fun to watch his eyes. Eyes. And, you know, he narrowed his eyes. He's been a horse. His eyes narrow. I saw it in his eyes. He loves his eyes. Eyes. It's going in the net. Horse eyes. People were highly critical of his eyes. His eyes narrow. Eyes. Eyes.
Wednesday morning to you. Welcome to the Nielson Show here on Edmonton Sports Talk. Figured we need a little hungry eyes to perk up the place today. Lieutenant Eric Wil Fraser and for Dustin Nielsen, YouTube Trev as well. The Nielson Show presented as always by Weiss Johnson. Weiss Johnson. Whoa, whoa. Edmonton's train home comfort specialist for nearly 50 years. Check them out today. Get your home comfortable now for all seasons with Weiss Johnson and Train. It's hard to stop a train. Visit wjsportstalk.com today for details. Coming live from the Popeyes Louisiana Kitchen Studio. The three-piece bone-in meal right now, $8. Get it while you can. We will get into the Oilers. We have to do it. We will do it. It'll dominate the program today. Probably talk a little Jays Bieber. Will, and it's good to have you here, Will, because you do provide a different sort of
level
opinion
of
and
panic?
angle. Well, a different angle to the current situation plaguing this hockey team, to which you might disagree. This is we're just going through the motions right now.
I just don't know.
There's no plague at all, eh?
I don't know how this is any different than the last 5 years.
You were in for the long stretch last fall. We were doing the exact same song and dance. We had Button on yesterday, actually. I was thinking of you. And he's like, Stanley Cup? Nope. And now here you are, and you'll be
Oh my God.
wellness check. Will, I think you're coming in to provide and check where people are. It's not as bad as it is.
There's two things that we've come to expect, right? This time of year is for the Oilers to stumble and bumble, and for the Winnipeg Jets to look like world beaters.
Okay.
And then come April, there's two things for us to look for, and it's the Oilers looking like world beaters, and for the Jets to stumble and bumble their way out of the playoffs. So,
But it's frustrating.
Nothing has
but
changed.
But it's frustrating, Will.
yes, I don't disagree.
Okay.
That
They have to figure it out.
You've spent your time and your money, and you'd like to see some dominating wins or success or like. But this is just how this hockey team decides to play.
Whether you're listening to us this morning, variety of ways. Of course, the iHeart TuneIn radio apps, the source, EdmontonSportsTalk.com, 95.7 Cruise FM, where we're going to look to go to 40-0 in the kind of easy trivia
God,
cruise
40-0.
era. Oh, yeah. Hit 39 yesterday, looking to get it for. So, I mean,
pressure's on.
You'll have the questions. It sure is. People are claiming that you're going to be the one to screw it up with your question giving.
You know what?
The quiz master.
That's fair.
Or if you are watching on YouTube today, smash the thumbs up, give us a like, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already.
That jerk's going to ask me a super easy question, not about the Oilers.
Copy and paste 2024 November 5 episode. Casino Dealer Jay says, Oilers are always mad till around Christmas. Barbershop Window is saying he's not even taking October,
Yeah.
November.
Yeah.
He's giving you the full year there until the new year.
Wow.
So I think it's funny. You're in this morning. We're fine with it. Yesterday the Peds heads were falling off, and now it's kind of like, we're kind of, it's all good.
Early in this iteration of the Edmonton Oilers, they would have a spell like this, and you'd get the calculator out, the slide ruler, the abacus, exactly. Yeah, you'd be flipping the beads back and forth, trying to figure out, and you'd come up with these like, well, now to get to 500, they'd have to play at this sort of a rate, or they'd have to win this many games just to be competitive. And then time and time again, you'd see the Oilers go on a 9-game heater, a 15-game heater, and not only would they vault themselves back into a playoff spot, but to near or to the top of their division. And so if their bad play in October and November is predictable, I kind of feel, until they prove me otherwise, that the 9-10-game heater is also kind of predictable.
533 points percentage right now.
Yeah, it's not good. It's also not as bad as we've seen.
This is their best start in the last 3 seasons, arguably. So what are you complaining about? I know YouTube Trev said he wouldn't talk today if the Oilers didn't win. You do have to do sports updates, but that's it. You're just gonna.
I'll just look at
You
the
don't
camera
have
for
to.
sports updates.
Okay. Yeah.
No, I'm going to talk.
Okay.
Yeah. How's it
you wanna
going,
talk
boys?
now?
Will, looking
Did
good.
you,
Got some
You wanna
scruff.
talk?
How
I'm going good.
how is your place these days?
My place is great. It's
Is it?
tremendous, actually.
Like, how do you channel the frustration for the Oilers? Do you channel it into like, you know what, I'm just going to get up and do some dishes, or I'm going to, or does the place kind of fall into disrepair?
No, I have trained myself to expect the worst. So I'm already expecting to lose, even when the Oilers are winning. So it's just it's a mental thing. Like that's kind of how I go about it. And then it's bedtime. And then I've done a really good job over the last few years, just channeling it off, like just turn it off.
Yeah. Treating it like a light switch.
Yep, absolutely.
Okay.
And
that's healthy.
It is healthy. It is. I'm
shouldn't go to bed angry.
No, and I don't. I've definitely gotten better over the years. But yeah, I mean, you kind of just laugh at it.
I'm at let the point out a primal scream every now and then?
Like, I'm at that hysterical point when I just start, like, I turn off the TV and I just see my reflection in the TV and I kind of just start laughing hysterically. Okay. Like, did that just happen? Yes, that did. Oh, that's great. And then I go to bed. That's how it is.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it is what it is. Yeah.
Are we
Seekins
nearly
right
are we as frustrated if they pull out a shootout victory last night?
No, a win is a win.
Right.
Yeah. Everything's solved.
That
if
is
it's a
the
win.
thing, right? Like, I mean, it's another multiple goal blown lead. Like,
Yeah.
they're making a real habit of it these days, but it's also they pull one out in the shootout, and we're all giggles in here today. Right?
Yes.
So,
But they didn't.
no, but again, the chat's pretty. Like the chat's good. So we're good today.
Okay.
Yesterday we weren't good. Today we're fine. 'Cause
'Kay.
we got a point.
'Kay.
So
Well, I do like their showing better yesterday, even though
sure,
it went how it
2-goal
went.
lead. Yeah.
But, you got to look at the positives, and that's one thing I'm learning. I'm getting older, right? You got to look at
You're
the positives.
very old. Yeah.
And
this is good. This
I don't
is
know.
really good.
What's worse? Being up for, several games now. They've had 2 goal
Having
leads
the lead, yeah.
and then blowing it, or just
never
never
being
being
in
in
it.
it.
Yeah.
And I'd take this. It's little things you got to fix, and I trust that they have the right people in the room to fix those. I've seen it. It's just annoying that
I do think that there's probably some frustration
Yes.
in this town right now, in that usually when your team is struggling, there is some entertainment. I don't know if it's fun, but there is some entertainment in trying to craft the perfect trade to solve the problem. But right now, the problem is their 3 best players, right? Like, at least defensively, their 3 best players are letting them down. And I don't know of any Oiler fan out there that's putting together a trade to address that issue, right? Now there might be an Oiler fan that wants to trade away an Evan Bouchard. That won't surprise me. But Evan Bouchard joins an illustrious list of offensive defensemen who've gotten the bum's rush out of this town. Like, he's got a lot of company on that bus out of town. So outside of that, that's maybe the frustrating. If this was a 3rd or 4th line problem, we'd at least be entertaining. Well, maybe they need to pick up this guy off of waivers, or maybe they need to go and get this guy out of the American Hockey League. We'd be looking at what's going on in the American Hockey League and wondering who they could bring up to spark things. But man, when it's your first and second line that can't hold the lead or add to it late in hockey games, man, you just sit there a little frustrated, not knowing, understanding that, yeah, patience is probably the only thing you can apply to this, but that's not a lot of fun.
This hour of the Nielson Show brought to you by Ewell, your power play specialists. Ewell has the gear you need for your next electrical project with 3 Edmonton area locations, and you can order online anytime. Ewell, EWEL.ca. Your Edmonton-based partner in power and source for all things electrical. Paris Jewelers inbox. You can text 780-218-9999. It is filling up. Sailor says Shane Bieber is opting in with the Jays. Forget the Oilers. Woo. Bones says shrewd move by Dallas to endure the win by giving up a 2-goal lead.
Rude.
I don't know if that was worded properly.
Yeah.
There. Mondo says Eric Macramalla, and legal analyst who looks at the Oilers record and sings Slow Motion for Me by Juvenile so he can enjoy the season. Mondo. No Macramalla today, and we'll just go over the show for you real quickly here, but keep texting in 780-218-9999. Paris Jewelers. Visit them in-store or online, parisjewelers.com. Great deals right now. And you are competing for Text of the Day to Royal Pizza, $20 to Royal Pizza. No Macramalla. He figured out Dustin wasn't on the show this morning and decided to pull the chute, and I don't blame him.
Veteran move.
I don't blame him.
That is a veteran call.
We'll be going over the Oilers Stars game morning after show ending around 6:30. That's good for the Italian Center Shop.
That's good.
We'll move away from hockey for a brief second and talk about Shane Bieber opting in with the Blue Jays, Canada's team.
Yeah.
Jamie McLennan, Noodles, our EST hockey analyst. He'll be by at around 7:05. Discussing the game and maybe a few other things around the NHL. Play Alberta Early Bird Special 720. Free advice for Damon Bunting, which Will, I asked you if you have any fatherly advice. I know headlights of the past, but anything else? Apparently there's a storm on the horizon, maybe storm prep, that type of thing.
Storms are coming.
You can just say that over and over for 10 minutes. I'd be amused. We can let advice bleed into a bit because, again, Macramalla is gone, but we'll be diving into the Paris Jewelers inbox and the nasty chat as well and just discussing last night's game. Oilers are out. You don't get your fix now until Saturday night. and the Avalanche in town. So another stiff test. It's a tough November schedule.
It's a good test, actually.
Yeah. Well, they play better against better teams.
Well, that's like, I think if you're the Oilers, this is the one that you've kind of been hoping for. Let's have a little bit of a foot race out there.
Yeah, hockey night in Canada, right? Mm-hmm. You get the hot stove afterwards with the here.
Yeah,
the whole bit.
And like Scott Wedgwood, I think he leads the league in wins right now, but that is not a goaltender that intimidates anyone. And that's not to say that he's not a good goaltender. He's a good goalie, but he does not carry an air to him that makes him feel unbeatable.
No, not like Stuart Skinner.
Not like Stuart Skinner. Thinking more like some of the other goaltenders that they've gone head-to-head against lately.
Do you think the Oilers need to get blown out to finally wake them up? Jordan asks in the Paris Drews inbox.
No.
They're fine.
I think
everything's fine.
I think they probably need to blow somebody out to kind of get their game back in order.
Yeah, and they will.
Yeah.
It'll happen. It's all good.
They need a points night. They need everyone. You get a point.
Everybody will
You
start collecting. Yeah. And it won't matter if you're playing defense or not, right? That type of thing. Yeah.
Or it'll be offense that is a direct result of good defense.
Yeah, exactly. Dicky Sparks says, long live the LTE show with Comrade Will. He spells your name with 2 L's, though, so not a true fan.
Listen, that's a waste of L's.
Exactly. I want to get to this, too, before I forget. We do have a very special announcement today.
Dun, da, da, da.
Yes.
Yeah, let's go, LT.
Okay. Are you ready?
Yes.
Yeah, you're ready to go?
Yes.
Okay. Birthday shout out right now, and a conch as well. Turning the ripe age of 41. Please give it up. Celebrating a birthday today, this November 5th. Happy birthday, Corey Andor. I'll give you one too if you want.
Oh, dueling conches.
Sure, yeah.
Nice.
So happy birthday, Corey. Don't ask how, we know, but we know. And once again, very many happy returns. 41, great
happy
age.
Birthday.
Hey, you've been there, done that. Hey, it's
Yep.
Happy birthday,
I didn't mean
Corey.
to show you.
Man, I used to eat back then.
Boy, did I eat.
Oh, and drink. I really enjoyed life back then.
So drink and eat tonight,
the
Corey.
wine overflowed back in those days.
Yeah, let the juices run down your neck, Corey.
Exactly.
Enjoy it, man. Happy birthday, 41. Live it up. Here's to 41 more. If you have any other birthday requests as well, 780-218-9999. We'll see if we can get to them. Just going back for the third hour as well, I set up the first two. Trivia, as mentioned, going for the perfect 40-0 in the 95.7 Cruise FM era. 3 questions too many. If you have any specifically for Wil Fraser this morning, get him in, 780-218-9999 or in the nasty chat. And I'll see if I can collect them, and we'll get to those at around 8:10. Ryan Rashog from the Got Your Back podcast. He'll be by around 8:30. Once again, going over the game. You will be providing your everything's fine. And
I'm blaming it all on Ryan Rashog.
Oh,
There's one thing that's been consistent.
Actually, that's a great point.
Yeah.
Never thought of it that way. Yeah. Weekly rankings of power. Hey, the Marmot Basin Snow Report returns today, and a great day to do it with you in the chair. When's the last time you were up Jasper Way?
Thanksgiving.
Okay.
Yeah.
Things. I mean, did you? What was the?
What was the
hike?
vibe?
Went for a hike? A bike?
Actually, I went for a 12K run.
Okay.
There's a perfect loop that takes you like through town and then past JPL and along the river and then back up and along. So if anyone ever wants to go on a simple little 12K, little cross-country jaunt, just call me up.
You will return, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's a loop.
Like you're guaranteed to. Yeah. You don't just take them out to the woods and then.
No, actually, the route that I go on, because I'm an old man, specifically goes by JPL because they have really nice bathrooms.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Oh, there you go. Mark texts in, get Pete DeBoer behind the bench.
Okay.
So there's that. Miranda and YYC, good to hear from her again. Morning, guys. Well, even though the team pissed away another multi-goal lead, I'm still riding my text of the day high from yesterday.
Oh, wow.
It made my day in perfect timing as I was also dealing with a broken garage door that had to be replaced. Also, apologies to the YouTube chat as my 9-year-old grandson loves to grab my phone and text 6-7 to any chat, totally ruining my street cred. Miranda and YYC. So congratulations again to your text today. Glad that it spruced up an otherwise negative day on your part with the hockey and the garage door and the yada yada.
In Calgary.
Yes, yeah, we have listeners. It's all over. It's it's we get outside the city. St. Albert.
I wonder if it was
Sherwood
just
Park.
was it the cable or was there a roller off? That I'd be interested in this garage door
Well, it's
situation.
also the coating in the door too.
That's true. Yeah.
Like when our neighbor opens hers, ours opens.
How severe would this broken garage door have been?
We're asking the real questions this morning, Miranda. Text it in, get back to us. We want
Yeah.
specifics on this garage. Will might even pop down and take a look at it for you. We'll put it on the hoist like we will the Oilers game tonight or from last night. We'll get to a sports update here soon as well, but we'll have your morning after show once again coming up. Your Prolux Lighting morning after show. Super stat. What? Boo what?
Boo!
What are you booing, me?
No, just recapping the game.
Well, it's part of our job, Trev. You have to. You said you were fine with all this now.
Yeah,
I know,
you said
but I
you were
know
good.
what happened.
You
I
said
know.
you didn't go to bed angry.
No, I know, but
Clearly
I know.
you went to bed angry.
No, I didn't actually.
Oh.
I know what happened, so I just
Well, we all know what happened.
Water under the bridge.
Do you not want to talk about the game today? Should we?
Should we pretend
I wanna
it
talk
didn't
about the
happen?
game?
We can do that. We can do the whole show not talking.
Do I
Oilers.
want to talk about the game?
It's whatever you want, man.
That's
You're
the
driving
toughest
the bus
thing.
here.
That is the toughest thing about doing this. You know, they say do what you love. You know, and then you don't realize it, and then you start doing it.
Yeah.
Oh,
Or
I do not talk.
you were always wrong about what you loved.
Well, no, I know what I love. But I tell you,
This is when you realize, I don't think I love this.
yeah.
Yeah. Lots of guys have been there.
It's a coming to Jesus moment.
And girls have been there.
Well, sure, everybody. Yeah,
Looking
yeah.
around going,
both sexes.
I don't think
All the
I'm in
sexes.
love.
Yeah.
I thought I was.
And we're going to talk about it. It's one of those things. It's
Can
just
we?
tough to. It's probably
It's not
I
easy,
will
no,
say,
we'll-
very thankful for this job, but that is the toughest part is talking
About sports.
Well, is talking about your team and how they lose.
Yeah.
So anyway, sorry,
Dude, just
I'll be
die
quiet. I'll be
inside.
quiet.
That's
I'll be
how
quiet.
The rest of us do.
Yeah. You got to just. I mean, you want to get to the bottom of this, don't you? That's the we go to. As I said, we have to put it on the hoist. We need to examine it.
Yeah. Okay. And you know what?
You don't fix it by not looking
And
at
I feel like Dusty, he adds fuel to the fire when he's here, and he really gets me going. But
Yeah.
he sure does.
Well, you're kind of the calming voice I need, and I feel like a lot of nasties need.
Don't you put that on me.
They need to hear this.
Just
So
I think society's better when it's angry. Am I wrong about this? Is that a bad take?
Stop giving away our game plan here. We're going to get you angry coming up next morning after show. We're going to talk all about these miserable Oilers and how they totally ruin your life. This text unsigned. Imagine how Buck Martinez feels.
Hey,
Well,
Kevin Pillar.
Yeah, but he's been the. I remember around this time last year, Big Maple says LT was having garage door issues as well after a Tief tried to break in. A Tief didn't try to break in, but we did have garage door issues. I know the pain. It's not fun. It's a terrible expense.
Was it the spring? Did the spring break?
No, so a opener was misplaced.
Okay.
We have two separate ones.
Okay.
So I call the guy to come over.
Yeah.
And he's got to give the new opener, but he changes the code.
Yeah, you have to rearrange your dip
Well, now
switch.
the code is the same as the neighbor's.
Oh, no.
So when she opens hers, guess whose opens as well?
No.
So he's like, I don't know how to fix this. I'm like, well, that's
I
cool.
don't know how to
he
fix this?
basically, he tried every different code. He's like, I don't know. So I'm like, well, that's great. So I just got a separate power thing. So now I just turn the power.
Sure.
So there's two buttons.
Yeah.
Step one.
I don't have a garage door opener. I am the garage
You don't
door
need
opener.
it. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah,
Like ringing the Notre Dame bell. Hey, you just have the big rope and you hang off of it.
Like Quasimodo.
Yeah,
I lumber out there and
In your house coat.
yeah, exactly. Yeah. Don't worry, Liege. I have the door.
And hanging as it goes down. Yeah, you kind of carried. All right, let's get to a sports update. We'll give us some more time to talk Oilers Stars morning after show. we need a lot of time to do it. The sports updates for Paramount Flooring. Looking for quality flooring? Visit Paramount Flooring's spacious, family-friendly showroom. It's open 7 days a week. Save now on pet-friendly Rashog carpet with spill-proof lifeguard technology. On sale till November 17th, 12 days away. Call 780-483-1991. Mention EST for 10% off. Here's Trev with an update.
The Edmonton Oilers fell short last night as the Dallas Stars stormed back to win it 4-3 in a shootout. The Oilers go winless on their 2-game road trip and won't be back in action until Saturday when they welcome in Nathan McKinnon and the Colorado Avalanche. 9 other games around the NHL last night that saw the Flyers defeat the Canadiens 5-4 in a shootout and the Kings blank the Jets 3-0. Tonight in the NHL, just 5 games that sees the Mammoth face the Maple Leafs. The Flames will be taking on the Blue Jackets, and the Canucks welcome in the Blackhawks. Over to the hard court, just 6 games last night that saw the Raptors remain hot with their 3rd straight win. They now improve to 3-4 in the season and won't take to the court again until Friday when they head to Atlanta to take on the Hawks. And just 11 games in the association tonight. The offseason has officially begun for the Toronto Blue Jays as Shane Bieber is staying with the team, opting into his $16 million player option according to multiple reports. He had 4 wins in 7 games played for the Blue Jays this season. NFL trade deadline was yesterday that saw Sauce Gardner get sent to the Indianapolis Colts in return for 2 first-round picks and wide receiver Adonai Mitchell. The Jets then traded defensive tackle Quinnen Williams to the Dallas Cowboys for a 2026 second-round pick, a 2027 first-round pick, and defensive tackle Mozzie Smith. And the Raiders also moved on from wide receiver Jacoby Myers as he was traded to the Jacksonville Jaguars for 2026 4th and 6th round picks. The sports update is brought to you by Paramount Flooring. Looking for quality flooring? Visit Paramount Flooring's spacious, family-friendly showroom, open 7 days a week. Save now on pet-friendly Rashog carpet with spill-proof lifeguard technology. On sale until November 17th. Call 780-483-1991 and mention EST for 10% off. I'm YouTube Trev. You're up to date.
Which makes us blessed and makes for stormy weather. Confess she passed the test and we will never sever. Days dawning, skins crawling. Days dawning, skins crawling. Days dawning, skins crawling. Days dawning, skins crawling.
6:33, a hump day edition of the Nielson Show continues here on Edmonton Sports Talk. The Nielson Show presented by Weiss Johnson, EST presented by Play Alberta. We'll have your Play Alberta early bird special coming up midway through hour number 2. Lieutenant Eric Wil Fraser and for Dustin Nielsen, YouTube Trev here as well. Whether you're listening, iHeartRadio, TuneIn Radio app, EdmontonSportsTalk.com. Big hello to everybody watching on the YouTube today. Pound the thumbs up, give us a like, and subscribe to the channel. And of course, we are back 95.7 Cruise FM. 780-218-9999 is the number to text for the Paris Jewelers inbox. And of course, you are playing for text of the day. RCN says, yes, pure morning. You made an interesting point, too. It's nice to forget sometimes because without forgetting, you can't remember.
Yeah, you can't.
And remembering is just great.
Yeah,
knowledge is fine, but remembering something you forgot is just a...
Yeah. To be reacquainted with an old friend like a song like that.
Yes.
It's just really nice.
And Baggio says, Will, the placebo we need after an Oilers loss.
Okay, yeah. Not placenta, the placebo.
Ooh.
All right. I am the sugar pill you've always wanted.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, this doesn't do anything.
Oh my God. We're gonna get out. All right, let's get into this puppy. It's the Prolux lighting.
Only crazy people would think this guy works.
The placenta of. You text that in, you might win text of the day. Yeah.
Well, this.
Is there something playing? That's mine. I know I got something up here. I need to get into the Prolux morning after show jingle here, but something is
something is playing in the background.
Oh, I know what it is.
Yeah, you've got other things playing. You've got our own show playing in the background.
I should do that on an Echo sometime. That would actually be pretty neat.
Well, it's delayed by like 30 seconds.
I know. That's what's great.
Oh
You'd be remembering the show. Hard cut.
Wow.
Should probably add, I'm going to do that right now. Fade out. There we go. Let's do that again. It's a little better.
That works better. Yeah.
Jeez, that was violent. That is your Prolux Lighting morning after show. Simplifying lighting with service you can count on, covering all of the province of Alberta. Visit Prolux, PROLUX.com. Oilers
equivalent of backing into your garage door. That's what that felt like.
Miranda's back with her garage thing just briefly before we get to the... Nope, top panel had come completely off the track and pulled apart. Shockingly, the 40-year-old door...
Catastrophic failure.
Yeah, the 40-year-old door needed to be replaced. New door, new tracks, completely installed by 4:30 same day. And let Will know I'm an old Edmonton radio listener dating back to Kelly Chase days.
Oh my God. Thank you for your service.
Yeah, dating yourself there, hey, with that admission. Trev's moaning again. He's humming. You seem happy, but are you sad? You're
inner peace, man.
What would you? Okay, where do you want to go, Trev? It's the morning after
grand.
show. What's your big moment that happened from last night?
Big moment. Well, believe it or not, I'm actually going to go with McDavid's goal to get the Oilers up 3-1. Yeah. I feel like it was kind of a rallying point for the Stars. It woke them up, and they were like, guys, what are we doing? Let's snap out of this. And then immediately, that's exactly what they did. I look back at kind of what, I mean, it's different, but same at the same time. But kind of comparing it to the Oilers with the Utah Mammoth a few, I guess, last week or whenever that game was. There's just a point where they're like, they wake up. I think that was a wake-up moment, and who's to say what would happen if I don't want to get into hypotheticals, but the Dallas Stars look completely different after McDavid scored that goal, and it sucks, but that's what I'm going with. What would have happened if McDavid didn't score that one. That's what I was.
Just leave it.
That's what I was asking when I went to bed last night.
Don't need the 2-goal lead, just the 1-goal lead.
Yeah, no.
That would have been. That would have been.
Yeah, and then time and time again, this has happened. Several times. We'll get into the stat. I have one. I'll have to look into that. I'll grab it here, but yeah, I mean that's now several games that the Oilers have blown 2-goal leads, right? So it's annoying.
Well, they've done it 4 times now.
Yeah, I think it's 4-6, whatever it is. I'll grab it, but yeah, just annoying. So that is my big moment.
Do you have a moment that you would like to go over last night? I mean, mine's going to be pretty simple and simplistic in the.
Just having former friends that worked in the television industry, especially like when you're trying to prep like your post game wrap and all of that. To see Leon Draisaitl score the one-handed move in the shootout, and then to have the Oilers not win the hockey game, that was that was when I knew that everyone in the control booth's heart was broken, because they had they had a bow on it. Like that was going to lead all sportscasts. Like that was going to be your shootout winner. That was going to be. It was just going to be chef's kiss, perfect end to a sports evening, and then to have the Oilers not actually pull out the victory. That was a heartbreaker for the people in the industry.
Yeah, no, that was. Again, a moment that should have been the big moment.
Right.
I mean, yeah. But
now
never
it'll
was.
be buried on like the top 100 of November sort of countdown that'll be played at 2 a.m.
Yeah, so I'll make this easy. It's the Wyatt Johnston shootout goal to, again, nullify that one because, as you mentioned. And again, we're taking a very positive approach today. We're not going to lump on anybody or complain about anything. Everything's fine.
What a game by Wyatt Johnston, by the way.
Oh, no, sure. They have good players there. Lots of teams have good players, like other teams have also good players.
Especially the Dallas Stars.
Yeah, they do. But, again, the Oilers should win every game. I mean, they play against these teams. It's not, when they lose, we have to wonder why and everything.
Right.
Again, probably saw a better effort last night, but ultimately, and I don't know. Again, Stuart Skinner, glove side on Skinner is automatic in shootout. Kira says in the nasty chat. Look, the third goal as well was something of leaving you wanting more. But yes, I'll go with Wyatt Johnston shootout winner to nullify what should have been the big moment of the night, and Draisaitl kind of doing what he did there.
Yeah.
Trev, you said you had a number. You were crunching the numbers, a super stat of the night, an advanced analytic, maybe?
Damn it. I thought I retweeted it last night, and apparently I didn't. So I can't find it right now, and I just tried finding it, and that's the way she goes when it rains, it pours. But it was something along the lines of just the Oilers. It was the exact number of how many 2-goal leads the Oilers have blown that have resulted in losses, which I believe is 4-6. So that's my stat. Happened again last night. It's annoying. But like I said, they are winning. They are winning these games. Like they're winning until they lose. They're up. They are up.
Yeah.
And I mean, I have full faith in this defense. I do. I believe in the defense for this team. They can play. They can really hone in and play some unreal defense. Not just the defense, but you got to see Connor and Leon. Those guys got to start playing, back checking, playing their part way better. And when they commit to good team defense, which I believe they can do, these are going to start resulting in wins.
Looking at the minutes played early in the season, there is a boatload of playing time to be had for a third or fourth line that just decides that they want the minutes, and what I mean by they are not playing stereotypical third and fourth line type of minutes, which is they should be going out there running downhill, causing havoc, and just getting some puck possession so that your top lines have a rest. And right now they're not giving their head coach that sort of desire to throw them back over the boards. Like they're running their lines, but it's not like anyone's pulling more minutes out of this head coach, saying, yeah, trust me in this situation, throw me over the boards, let me just go and be physical in a hockey game. And maybe that's what's going on, is that this is a team that right now knows who their stars are, but they still don't seem to have a lunch pail crew.
Oh, no. If you're looking at the ice times from last night, it's very evident.
And it's not like they need to be playing 17 minutes a night, but there is an extra 2 minutes a hockey game that right now is going to the top lines, that if you had a fourth or third line that was being a pest at the very least, would be going to them.
Tomashik, 612.
Yeah.
Howard, 809. Philp, 628. Savoy, 1144. Frederick, 1342. 5 hits, Trent Frederick.
Yep. Good.
Sure. But yes, to your point, it's pretty top heavy right now. And that's
right.
Where you're Evan Bouchard also leading the blue line in ice time.
Are they being overplayed early in games, and therefore the third period is coming along and they are just tired, right? These are some hockey players, especially at the top end of this Oilers roster, that have played a lot of hockey. And so the one thing they've learned how to do is hold back, right? So that they still have stuff in the tank. And unfortunately, that means they're holding back right now.
Jason Stevens says, is it the third and fourth line giving up leads, though?
No, like that's not my point. My point is not, like, you'd have to be on the ice to give the lead up.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And right now, they're not garnering the trust of their head coach to even throw them over the boards.
3 stars of the game, Rantanen, Johnston, McDavid.
Yeah, those are the right ones.
Yeah, no, but who's your fourth?
Ooh. It was supposed to be Leon Draisaitl, I guess.
Okay, so that's
it was supposed to be Draisaitl.
You're living in a different universe this
morning. I'm living in a universe where Stuart Skinner makes a save.
Yeah.
And Leon Draisaitl.
You refuse to hear any different.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
You're gonna stay there. That's how you're kind of gonna go by the day. And Trev, do you have a fourth star that you'd like to hand out from last night? I mean, Bouchard leading the blue line, 25-40, picked up an assist last night, couple of shots. I believe his scorecard was good if you're looking into some of those advanced stats.
Yeah, you know what? I think you probably got to give it to Bouch. He played a pretty safe game, especially after what we saw the night before.
His disinterested performance before,
Yeah, and you know when you have a game like that, like you got to give it to him. Like you're like, oh gosh, you got to be nervous, right? You don't know what you're always questioning every single play, and that's what really can make or break certain players in the NHL. And, you know, he had the confidence to come out last night and play a safe game. I mean, time on ice, 25 minutes, 31 shifts. He did get an apple, +1. So, and there was nothing too egregious that I saw from his game last night, where it was a complete 180 from the night before.
It was Nurse's turn.
Yeah, it was Nurse's.
Yeah,
they take turns.
They take each other in like a tag team, and you're over the turnbuckle.
A true team.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you don't want somebody to carry that load all the time.
What's crazy about those two guys is when they're on, they are so good. Like there's no middle ground. It's much like your emotional light switch. So is the quality of their hockey game. I was at that Rangers game last week, and Darnell Nurse was the best player by a mile on the ice that night. Like, unreal how good he was playing. And then you see a hockey game like that, and you're like, why at this stage of your career do you not know how to, at the very least, have a neutral game? Like, you don't need to be a superstar every night, but you should have a 6 in you out of 10. And it seems like he and Bouchard either play 8 or 9 or 2 or 3.
38th star of the night. I'm going to take a look at the Dallas Stars line here. Seguin, -1, 3 shots.
Old man Seguin.
And leading the forward group in ice time, I do believe too. So yeah, we'll give it to Seguin. I didn't really want to see any. Didn't want to use anybody with under 7 minutes of ice time and give them the 38th star for not really having a chance to prove that there should be a 38th star. Yeah. So it's kind of doesn't go that way. Which leaves us to the Prolux Lighting Bright Light of the Night, and I'm giving this one out to a guy that continues to impress night in night out over the past while, and that is Mr. Roslovic. 2 assists last night, 18:05 of ice time, 4 shots on net. Roslovic, you're getting the and again. Every game, we pick a bright light, Prolux Bright Light of the Night, and then at the end of the season, we'll tabulate who got the most bright lights, and they'll be your Bright Light Cup winner.
I hope it doesn't cause a problem in the dressing room.
They're already talking
Yeah.
between the Molson 3-star thing and the whole
I hope it doesn't cause a division.
Yeah, no, this is the prize they're coming after.
Yeah.
You can keep the rest.
Yeah.
The beret, the plumbing thing, the
Everything
motorcycle
was going
jacket.
smoothly until they started fighting over that.
This is the crown jewel. This is what you want. You can touch it if you want as well.
Isn't that? It's super. I'm superstitious.
Yeah. 3D printed.
Yeah. Well, I couldn't tell.
From our friends at Prolux Lighting. That is your Prolux Lighting morning after show. Simplifying lighting with service you can count on, covering all of Alberta. Visit prolux.com. We have another birthday to announce. Okay. I like your state.
All right.
Sure. And this is going out to a dear friend, listener. His name is Wes. Wes, we got a long message here from Kristen. She wants to wish you a happy birthday. I'm not going to read the whole thing, but she sent it with her heart. Long-time listener. Yada, yada, yada.
Okay.
They'd listened together in the past. I didn't want to. She didn't want to make this a big deal.
She doesn't want to make it about her.
No, but it was her idea. But Wes Riding will be turning 57 today. It's like an end of times type of thing. Not so good for the birthday, but yeah, 4 conches there for and Corey as well.
Happy birthday, Wes.
Happy birthday, Wes. Happy birthday, Wes.
Happy birthday, Wes.
57 today. So happy birthday to Corey and Wes. Both Corey turning 41, Wes 57. Both November 5 babies.
Birthday boys.
And we hope they have a great day. Maybe a little maybe a light lunch, a happy hour somewhere, or something like that for that age. Like, right? Like, how would you be? You're 57. How would you be celebrating? What did you do for your 57?
If I'm 57 and I get to celebrate that,
and you get to, if you reach that point,
I'll probably thank the nurse for the Jell-O and call it a day.
Slide back into your nap.
Turn on some Jeopardy and shut her down.
Yeah. Let's pivot a bit here. Let's get to that's good for the Italian Cinder Shop.
That's good.
Check out their Massimo Heat and Serve meals, made fresh daily, ready for you to take home. Heat and Serve. You can get individual family size today at the Italian Center. We'll go over to baseball. Shane Bieber staying with the Toronto Blue Jays. The staying power now of the Rogers-Toronto Blue Jays. He's opting into a $16 million player option. Multiple reports having this, but he was acquired at the deadline from the Guardians in exchange for a prospect. He signed a 2-year, $32 million deal with Cleveland last winter that included a player option for 26. Great resume. He adds. Well, it is right. Mm-hmm. You would agree.
Well, it's to watch a group of players fall in love with a city the way that they have, and a country. Like, let's give all of us a little credit on this. But I mean, when you would read or see reports from outside of Canada about what was going on with the Toronto Blue Jays, there is a very real love affair in that it is the loudest building in the major leagues, and it is a building where the players feel completely supported by the fan base. And it's funny, we do tend to roll our eyes a little bit at the idea of like, well, who would want to play there? It's a negative place. And we're like, $20 million will make you want to play anywhere. But
from what angle? A Canadian angle or like an American?
No, just as a sports fan. That we can become a little bit cynical about the impact of what a positive environment brings to an athlete and whether or not an athlete chooses a place because it can become too negative. But between the Mitch Marners of the world leaving of Toronto because it became toxic and the Shane Biebers deciding to opt in on a 1 year of his own, like out of his own volition, because he came from a Cleveland and came to Toronto and was like, this is a different place.
But they're both on the opposite. Where do the Raptors fit into that scale?
Right. No,
like, are they
you're
kind
absolutely
of like,
right.
Because again, one is one's the mecca of one's sport,
right?
And all the attention, and the Leafs too have been hiding now for the past couple of months to start the season.
Right,
they're out of hiding. I mean, there's no place to hide anymore with how they're playing. But no, you're right. I mean, there is a
it's the same fan base, but whatever reason, they're different fans.
Well, because there's no other way I can say it. Nobody cares. They're not an old franchise, right? Like they're not steeped in the history and the black and white, all that. They just, hey, we started playing at this exhibition park type of thing, and people aren't coming. Now we had those 2 World Series where people were having a good time, and now there's a generation of kids that remember that, and now they're adults. Yeah. So the whole timeline of the organization has really been perfect for them. To not have any history to lean on and be like, and get all cocky about. But I just with the media attention they get compared to the media attention the Jays get.
Right.
I mean, you see the media covering the Jays actively rooting them on as they're covering them. Mm-hmm. The media that cover the Leafs actively dumping on them as they cover them.
Yeah.
But where would the Raptors? It's just because now. Yeah, baseball players, it's the grand American game, right? Most of them are American, Dominican, a lot of that. Not a lot come from Canada.
Right.
They don't dream of growing up here winning the World Series.
Right.
But you have now cultivated a culture, as you mentioned, where why wouldn't you come here?
Yes. I think what's
for multiple points.
My best guess is, first of all, baseball is different. Baseball is too exhausting of a game for you to be negative. Like, you can't spend 162 games being a toxic fan, right? It's too exhausting, right? And not only that, but it's when you don't live on the knife's edge game to game. Like, baseball has that sort of like, tomorrow's another day.
Well, you win the series. You win the series.
Exactly.
Yeah, as long as you get the series.
Yeah, exactly. Tomorrow's another day. We're not going to live and die by every single game. I think it creates, no offense, hockey, baseball, football fan, but it creates a better fan. Right? That you are, and also the fact that the playoffs are a little harder to get into. Not as hard as they used to be, but still, compared to other ones.
It still is, yeah.
It's
for the amount you play. I mean,
that you don't sit there completely. Misery loves company, I guess, is my biggest thing. That like, when you're a baseball fan, you're more likely than not to have a baseball fan of another team be in the same boat as you than not. Whereas with hockey, it's a 50-50 chance getting into the playoffs.
Abutski, our resident Guardians fan in the nasty chat, says Bieber was beloved and appreciated in Cleveland. Will, he earned that. He was sad to see Bieber go from a Cleveland point of view.
Listen,
I don't think he's trying to argue with you.
I'm not dumping on. It's not like he was mistreated. It's just that there is a difference in the in-stadium, in-city feel.
Yeah, but again, I see with their history and how they've kind of existed in our timeline. That it's just fun and easy, and you won those 2 championships, and you got to cultivate another, and this will do the same.
Yeah.
Whether or not, question 1B, is this something they can ride for a bit? Is this more of a bloop? Again, we teased Dustin. We said, you always had them winning the World Series coming into the season. Nobody gave them a chance. Yeah. So I'm saying, is this something now? Like, you've seen players play above their belt a bit, right? Like, decent pitching staff now.
Yeah.
You got Bieber, you got Savage, all this. So you got stuff to work with. Very hard to make it back to where you are without being a super team.
You have a true front of your rotation now.
Yes.
And one is by sheer act of God, and the other is by a shrewd deadline move. So that is a really solid foundation. And you can convince other people to sign up with you if they feel like they have a chance to win more than they lose. And in years past, you go in an offseason, you're the Toronto Blue Jays, and you go, here's your $20 million. Why don't you come and play with us? And that person is like, I can get $20 million from anyone. That's my going rate. So why am I going to choose a building that is a quarter full and the team isn't going to win as many as I'd like? It's going to be a bad experience.
Without the negative pressure attached to that.
Whereas now they go, this is a team that plays in front of a full house and it looks like they have a better than average shot at winning more than they lose, yeah, I'll take my paycheck with them. Like in baseball, I think that's more true than most, that you don't so much chase the money, you chase the most comfortable place to be. And also Dunedin, Florida is another selling point for the Jays.
Well, what is it, like 100 days until pitchers and catchers report?
Yeah.
Like, let's go. Get me to some spring training.
Yeah.
I Cactus League and Grapefruit League, the Great Divide, but I'd like to tour both of them extensively.
Well, and there's some Winter League going on now. So now you can,
it never stops.
Book your trip to the Caribbean and take in some Winter League ball.
like Cactus or like going down to Jupiter.
Jupiter, Florida.
Sure, yeah. Like all these places where
the Florida spring training is better than the Arizona.
Is this just a personal preference of yours or what?
Just from talking with the ball players. First of all, most of them live in Florida in the offseason.
Sure, yeah, so easy for them. But from a fan's point of view and digesting it all and having a good time.
The traveling distances is way shorter in
between,
Like,
but that could be more fun as a fan.
Yeah.
For a player, I know what you mean, but yeah.
But like if you're a Jays fan, you can go and take in both Jays and Yankees spring training games.
Yeah.
Right? Like it's just...
And Rays regular season games.
Yes, and Rays regular season games. That's right.
Shoggy in St. Albert, who never fails to disappoint. Bieber will get you a few good prospects when the Jays are out of the race by July.
Maybe.
Ooh, he loves to troll.
But
great.
Well, no, but I know he's using that as a troll.
I know, but sure.
But it's the truth.
Yeah, well, it's
right? Like,
doesn't
if
hurt.
all else fails, this guy should bring you a decent return. If you're not, if injuries derail your season,
nothing wrong with that.
You should be able to flip this guy for some pretty decent prospects.
Bob Loblaw and Lloyd corrects me. 96 days, 15 hours till pitchers and catchers report. Thank you for keeping a track on that. I know there's a live tabulator on the web.
A clock running.
Yeah. And Kira says, my fiance plays MLB. It says Canada has good baseball fans overall, but the taxes deter players from signing with Jays as easily. What's your fiance's name? I'd love to know, Kira. Didn't know we had.
Does he know you're dating him?
That's. I have lots of fiancés, many leagues.
I have a boyfriend who plays Major League Baseball.
What did we learn on the show today? I'll make a note of that. Kira, fiance, MLB player. Interesting. All right, that does it for hour one. Hour two, a bit of a business hour. We'll be joined by our first guest of the day, first of two, in Jamie McLennan. You know him, Noodles, TSN. He is our EST hockey analyst. He'll join us just after the top of the hour here. No Macramalla today. He is Bieber's opted in. Macramalla's opted out of the show today. So we wish him boo.
Why would he do that? Why would he do that, huh?
Because he doesn't like me.
No, that can't be true.
No, it's.
That is not the truth.
It is the truth. He
doesn't want to live in that world.
I know.
If that's the truth, then I don't like.
He knows. Yeah. When I used to call him up and phone, he was very uncomfortable with it. You think Macramalla is good? Like the lights are on, he's the showman and everything. I would phone him to get him on air. He hated it.
Yeah.
And I loved it.
Yeah.
Making him uneasy was a very fun time for me. So no Macramalla today, but you can still, if you want to send in your intros, Macramalla intros, feel free. Might win you text of the day to Royal Pizza here. Still making it great. $20 online to Royal Pizza via text of the day, 780-218-9999. We did the birthdays, right? The birthdays have been... Send the audio to Maddie.
Yes, make sure he knows
Forward it on. Yep.
If you want any birthday shout-outs, at Matt at Edmonton Sports Talk.
That's a really good point.
Yeah. Berlando, look at this in the Paris Toulouse inbox. I turned 39 today. Still not yet a man. As 40 is the age, right? I'm a man. I'm 40.
Oh, really?
Right? You remember the clip?
Yeah, I do remember that. Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Well, Berlando, good for you, man. Happy birthday. Hour one of the Nielson Show as well, brought to you by Ewell, your power play specialist. Ewell has the gear you need for your next electrical project with 3 Edmonton area locations. You can order online anytime at ewell.ca. Ewell, your Edmonton-based partner in power and source for all things electrical. We'll be back with Jamie McLennan of TSN discussing the Oilers' shootout loss in the Big D and more from around the NHL coming up next. This is the Nielson Show. Lieutenant Eric Wil Fraser and for Dustin Nielsen here on Edmonton Sports Talk, presented by Play Alberta.
Edmonton Oilers fell short last night as the Dallas Stars stormed back to win it 4-3 in the shootout. The Oilers go winless on their 2-game road trip and won't be back in action until Saturday when they welcome in Nathan McKinnon and the Colorado Avalanche. 9 other games around the NHL last night that saw the Flyers defeat the Canadiens 5-4 in a shootout, and the Kings blank the Jets 3-0. Tonight in the NHL, just 5 games that sees the Mammoth face the Maple Leafs. The Flames will be taking on the Blue Jackets, and the Canucks welcome in the Chicago Blackhawks. Over to the hard court, just 6 games last night that saw the Raptors remain hot with their 3rd straight win. They now improved to 3-4 on the season and won't take to the court again until Friday when they head to Atlanta to take on the Hawks. In just 11 games in the association tonight. The offseason has officially begun for the Toronto Blue Jays as Shane Bieber, who's staying with the team, opting into his $16 million player option, according to multiple reports. He had 4 wins in 7 games played for the Blue Jays this season. NFL trade deadline was yesterday that saw Sauce Gardner get sent to the Indianapolis Colts in return for 2 first-round picks and wide receiver Adonai Mitchell. The Jets then traded defensive tackle Quinnen Williams to the Dallas Cowboys for a 2026 second-round pick, a 2027 first-round pick, and defensive tackle Mozzie Smith. And the Raiders also moved on from wide receiver Jacoby Myers as he was traded to the Jacksonville Jaguars for a 2026 4th and 6th round picks. Whether you're dreaming of crystal clear waters or exotic destinations, contact Chelsea LaBelle at Expedia Cruises in Northeast Edmonton to start planning your next cruise or vacation destination. Call 780-970-4834. I'm YouTube Trev. You're up to date.
Nugent Hopkins racing away with the puck. Ryan Nugent Hopkins shoots! Scores!
He narrowed his eyes and said, I'm taking this, and it's going in the net.
These eyes
It's fun to watch him.
cry every night
I saw it in his eyes.
for you. These arms
He's been a horse for us.
they long to hold you again.
He narrowed his eyes.
The curtains on me, yeah.
I saw it in his eyes.
I will never be free from my mind.
Nugent Hopkins on the doorstep.
You gave a promise to me, yeah.
It's fun to watch him.
You broke it. You broke it. Oh, no.
His eyes narrow and him dig his heels in and basically say, I'm going to change this game now.
These eyes watched you bring my world to an end.
Eyes. You know what? I saw it in his eyes. Eyes. It's fun to watch his eyes. Eyes. And, he narrowed his eyes. He's been a horse. His eyes narrow. I saw it in his eyes.
I've been meaning to tell you. I've got this feeling that won't subside.
He loves his eyes.
I look at you and I fantasize.
Eyes. It's going in the net.
All right, it's going in the net. A little time killer there. A double whammy of old DE. Hungry Eyes and These Eyes remix going out to everybody celebrating a birthday today. It's Lieutenant Eric. It's Wil Fraser in for Dustin Nielsen just for today. Dusty's back tomorrow, and then he's gone again Friday, to which you will be back in the chair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. You nailed it.
You got the schedule.
Yeah.
We got the schedule right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Nielson Show presented by Weiss Johnson. Weiss Johnson. Edmonton's trade home comfort specialist for nearly 50 years. Check them out today, wjsportstalk.com. Get your home comfortable now for all seasons with Weiss Johnson and Train. It's hard to stop a train. 780-218-9999 is the number to text. And, of course, we are looking for a text of the day. Paris Jewelers Inbox will be sending you to Royal Pizza, $20 there. Big Uke says, Royal Pizza, the MLB fiancé is fake. As into the jingle, right? And Nature Boy EST legal analyst, and the only guy in the world who hates. Well, it's a long list, but Nature Boy, that's a good text as well. You can get your Macramalla intros in if you want. He's not here today, but we will still accept them in the running for text of the day. Boo, you hate that, hey? You're the number one subscriber to his segment and his hit smash offside or whatever that airs on TSN 690.
Well, no one should hate you, LT, and if he hates you, then I'm not too fond of him.
Well,
really?
I'll just leave it at that.
He has a very sharp legal mind. I think, if anything, he should make you question whether or not you should like this guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, he'd rope-a-dope you.
I know.
He'd get you to believe anything.
It scares me. I don't like that.
Those attorneys, man, I tell you.
You know what? That Eric made some really good points. I think I hate...
You know what? I think I hate myself. He really actually convinced me that... let's get to our guest. He's been waiting, and we appreciate the time as well. It is Jamie McClennan, our EST hockey analyst for this Wednesday. He joins us every Wednesday, and it's for GS Construction. GS Construction, where is it here? They are looking to hire right now as well. One of my 19 pages of notes here. I know it's somewhere in here, but and he also joins us on the Firehouse hotline this morning as well. Jamie McClennan, Noodles, GS Construction, hiring now. Experienced pipe layers, operators, topmen, and superintendents. You can check out gsconstruction.ca for more and learn how to apply. GS Construction, serving your community for over 50 years. Good morning, Noodles. You're on with Lieutenant Eric and, of course, Wil Fraser, who you remember from back in the day. So it's nice to get the band back together again. Sans Dustin Nielson. But let's just dive into it, Noodles. Your thoughts, and I want to kind of get the grand scope from you for these two road games in St. Louis and Dallas. A possible 4 points on the table. The Oilers are returning home with 1. Your thoughts?
Well, they should have had 4. You look at it. I mean, they're critical mistakes at the wrong time. I mean, St. Louis, that looked like an easy 1 point. You're gliding through it and 90 seconds left, and you don't get a block from the forward. He makes it look like he wants to get in the lane, but Roslovic needs to be better on that play. And Evan Bouchard got out of the slot because he didn't want to get hit by any shrapnel, and that leaves a player wide open. And Pickard needs to be better with his rebound control on that play. So there's mistakes there, but you shouldn't allow it to happen at that critical of time. I think a lot of people have to own that. And the same thing, like, I don't know, these 2-goal leads they just want to give away. It's not bearing down. And it's I always look at it. There's been 2 culprits that I obviously follow Edmonton Twitter and all of that type of stuff, that the Pulse, Evan Bouchard and Stuart Skinner have taken the most bullets right now. The unfortunate part, and I said this to a friend that lives in Edmonton, is, recently and in games that they've lost, like, their goaltender has been the second best goaltender on the ice every night. And that's, I thought Skinner made some good saves last night, but you need a save on the Rantanen goal. In the shootout, it would be nice if your goaltender actually steals one instead of the other guy making saves. So, that's a lazy narrative, but I think it's become a true narrative too, is you need saves at the right time. And, I know Stuart Skinner's on the clock. I think Calvin Pickard's on the clock, but, the team has to have some urgency. And I can't lay that all at Calvin Pickard's feet. As I mentioned, there were mistakes in front of him with 90 seconds left in St. Louis. And those are just details of the game. If you don't want to be on the ice in 90 seconds left, then the coach shouldn't put you out there if you don't want to block a shot. If Evan Bouchard doesn't want to get underneath the stick and win a physical battle, then he shouldn't be on the ice with 90 seconds left. So there's lots of blame to go around, but at the end of the day, this is a team I think is really good, but just kind of going through the motions and doing enough to get a point here, doing enough to stay in the mix, but they're not firing on all cylinders.
Yeah, and if it's not one thing, it seems to be another night after night, and you're lacking that complete product, I guess, at this moment. But really, like last night, there was a little blood in the water. And you mentioned the second best goalie. I mean, nothing against Casey DeSmith, but when Jake Ottinger's out of the lineup and they have some of their top guns as well out of the lineup, I know that Stars team is deep, but that was really an opportunity, especially again when you're up by 2. It seems like they shouldn't actually take 2-goal leads. Maybe that's a game plan where you don't want to go up by 2, just keep it up by 1 and play a tight game.
Well, how about go for a third goal? I mean, McDavid hits a post on that 2-on-1, and then he scores afterwards. Like you look at it, there were opportunities. If you're wide open in the slot, they keep hitting the goaltender right in the chest. Now, the goaltender's aggressive there, but they had some chances, and you've got to find a way to bury it and bear down. And then conversely, in your own defensive zone, I think the tying goal is a bad luck play. It hits a leg and goes, Skinner can't get across on the play. There, like you said, there always seems to be something. St. Louis, it's, Emberson loses his stick and, it just stuff like that where you're like, okay. But to me, there has to be some urgency in that room. And I look back and everyone has to wear it. McDavid has made some plays where you're like, that's not characteristic of McDavid. Now, their power plays bailing them out. Their penalty kill can be better, but I think it's one player or the other. There's a different person that is culpable every night. So they've got to find a way to put it together for 60 minutes. It's not going to get easier. Your next opponent is Colorado. So, I will say they've had a tough schedule, played a lot of road games. Their home schedule or their home record is good. But the road record stinks, and they have to have more urgency in their game.
And this is a tough month as well with a lengthy road trip coming up through the East and some tough teams at home as well. I wanted to get your thoughts, too, because as you mentioned, a lot of people, night in, night out, a lot of people wear it. And after St. Louis, and you mentioned kind of the vibe around this team and the killer instinct, how much do you subscribe to the theory or fact that, this does stem from coaching? Everybody, I know Knobloch signed the extension, fans in this market, and everybody jumps on something and they want to get on it. And now everyone, going on Chris Knobloch and saying, well, his demeanor, I mean, this is a guy, again, we will say in retort that he's taken them to 2 cup finals now and gone the limit. But how much of that do you read into his demeanor and that kind of oozing its way through the lineup and leading to, again, this time of the season where you do have to just stick around. I mean, you don't need to go undefeated through October. It'd be nice from a fan point of view, but how much do you kind of read into, that being the cause of the effect that we're seeing on the ice with some of the lackadaisical approach?
I think coaching has to wear some of it as well. I'll be honest, I feel like I would like to see Knobloch have some more accountability with some of the players that have been repeat offenders, we'll call it. But I can also understand his demeanor and thought process. And what I mean by that is he's looking at a group that's played a lot of hockey. He's looking at a group that he knows what they're capable of. We don't know what gets said behind closed doors. But I'll give you an easy example, and it might be a lazy one, but Bouchard turns pucks over. You can miss a shift. Jason Strudwick had a great idea the other day where he's like, you don't sit Bouchard, but you take him off the power play. Take him off things where he's actually, really accessible and really good at. That's punishing somebody not being on that power play. Maybe give Jake Wallman a look or Darnell Nurse on the first power play, just in punishment. To me, there has to be some accountability with that group. And it's a fine line. And I think you give these guys a long leash. And I understand where Chris is at. But I also look at the details of defensive coaching. I'll give you an example. And I don't know what Mark Stewart does with these guys, but to me, there's been a lot of the same mistakes from the same people. So are they doing video? Are they doing enough? And I'll give you an example. I played for the Florida Panthers. I know that coaching staff and that. Talking to Seth Jones on the ice when they won the Stanley Cup, he said he got to Florida and he did 2 weeks straight of video to learn how to play for this team, to play for that team. And it took him a long time. And he said they were constantly on him about learning the details. Is the coaching staff doing that? every day with these players? Are they sitting down with players that are making repeated mistakes and saying, here's your spacing, here's what we expect of you, this is the standard that we're setting? So I'm not absolving anybody. The players are the ones who play, the coaches are the ones who place them in the situation. But I think everyone can be better. And I would argue that the coaching staff can be better in some of the details, or maybe some of the players they deploy at certain times of the game. If you don't think that Jack Roslovic can block that shot with 90 seconds left, don't have him on the ice. If you don't think Evan Bouchard's going to win a physical battle in front of the net with 90 seconds left, don't have him on the ice. Have somebody you believe will knock them on their ass or win a 50-50 battle. To me, that comes with the players. Obviously, they're the ones who have to own it, but place somebody in a situation that will give you that success at that particular time.
Early season malaise for the Oilers has kind of become the most predictable thing in this town over the last 5 years. This just feels pretty typical of this team, but are we maybe losing sight of the idea of league-wide parity? Because you look at the standings, and the Oilers are not alone in a disappointing start. Florida Panthers are in 8th spot in their division. Washington Capitals are in 8th spot in their division. You even look at the Minnesota Wild in 7th spot over in the Central. There's quite a few teams that we would expect a better finish than what their start has been so far.
100%. Well, it's a great point. Even coming into this season, I would argue I thought there was one team, the Pittsburgh Penguins, that were going scorched earth trying to rebuild, and they've had a great start. You look at all the other teams that we'll call them quote-unquote bottom feeders, okay? Last year, they've all gotten better. San Jose, Anaheim, Chicago, they're all turning the corner. Those young players are becoming very good players. Calgary had 96 points last year. They've got 3 regulation wins. Yeah. You know, you look at it, you're right. St. Louis lost 7 in a row, find a way to beat Edmonton in regulation. The parity in the league has never been more apparent, because you can wake up, like you just said, the Florida Panthers in 15th place today in their conference. And tomorrow they can be in 3rd in their division just because of a win or a loss of some of the teams around them. So Edmonton's lumped up into that. I would argue that 10 games from now, you are going to see potentially some separation. Right. Edmonton has to find a way with them, some consistency. And again, I'm not absolving them, but if you look at their strength of schedule and stuff, yes, they've lost to teams that they probably should have beaten, but they've also played the lion's share of their games on the road so far, and they've had a tough schedule. So I look at other teams that maybe the scheduling's been a little bit more favorable, that have stumbled out of the block. I would be more concerned about them than I'd be concerned about Edmonton.
Is there also a bit of we've seen this in years past when there's Olympic involvement. Is there a compression effect to this schedule?
Yes, 100%. Where you're trying to manage players. There's times, like I say, we're not getting peak McDavid right now. You're seeing him, he's bobbling pucks, he's missing passes. That's not McDavid dialed in. But, Draisaitl's picked up a lot of that slack. I think I've really been impressed with his effort level on some of the things. The back checks, some of the details of the game, I think he's really concentrated on that. But they've played a lot of hockey. So, compressed hockey, lots of travel, all of that type of stuff, going to 2 cup finals in a row. There's 10 excuses you want to build in. But at the end of the day, we in the media, we as fans, we're talking about it, what we see daily. It's not our fault. We're talking about it daily. So we live with the losses and live with the wins and talk about them. We can look at big picture, and that's maybe where the coaching staff and Knobloch is saying, breathe. This group will be fine. I think there will be one other thing that you could add to this. You're probably going to get an injection of life with Zach Hyman coming back. I think that's that could be a shot in the arm, or maybe, an inspiration for the group. He plays a certain way with a standard that drags everybody into it. So, I would argue that the guys who are kind of on the bubble, who may be in the lineup or out of the lineup, need to produce, because when Zach comes in, he's not going to be a healthy scratch. So I think that's something that maybe Edmonton is waiting for as well, is you get a guy like Hyman who could help bring up the work or the consistency of the work ethic.
It's a great point, Noodles, and we've been waiting for his return anxiously here. But I guess Roslovic's been turning it on game by game here. Who comes out of that top 6 when Hyman does return, in your opinion, right now? Would you?
I don't know, because I think Roslovic and Mangiapane have actually done a really good job. Mangiapane's looked, like he's settled in. I mean, is it Podkolzin? Although Podkolzin has done a pretty good job of being kind of a heavy straight line player. Like that is a great question as to, do you go McDavid, RNH and Hyman, put the band back together? Do you do Draisaitl, McDavid and Hyman, and then find a line with RNH and Roslovic and Mangiapane? It's interesting. They will have the luxury of trying all of this stuff out. But again, that's why the coach gets paid a lot of money. And that's why, we're sitting here firing bullets on him saying, hey, you got to be better in this situation, got to be better. Usually Knobloch presses the right buttons to find the right mix. That's the one thing he's really good at. So I know Hyman's not going to be out of the top 6. He'll be playing there the minute that he steps back in. So really it's Podkolzin, Mangiapane or Roslovic, and Mangiapane and Roslovic and Podkolzin have all looked pretty good at where they've settled. Yeah,
it's a tough problem, but it's a good problem to have moving forward. And I know we're all waiting for Hyman to get back. And as you mentioned too, I think you can talk excuses, but I think there are reasons as well, and you need to frame it in that regard as well, and not make too many excuses, but just state the reasons why they are where they're at. Appreciate your time again, Noodles. Have a good week, and we'll talk next Wednesday.
All right, thanks for having me.
Thanks, Jamie.
Jamie McLennan, your GS Construction Insider. He's joining us on the Firehouse Hotline. 15 Firehouse Subs locations across Edmonton and the greater area. It's easy to grab a hot and hearty sub close to home. Firehouse Subs, hot, hearty, made to satisfy. And once again, GS Construction, if you're looking for a little work, I know TubeSock says they called him top man in high school.
He was a top in high school?
A top man.
Oh.
Yeah. Top Boy. Remember that show?
Top Boy.
Yeah, that's great. Right. Great program. GS Construction hiring now. Go to gsconstruction.ca. Pipe layers, operators, topmen, and superintendents. GS Construction, serving your community for over 50 years. What did you think of Noodles? What did you think of again, we're taking more of a measured approach today than we were yesterday, I tell you that much. And again, it's you joining us on the desk. Yeah. It's Trev learning the rigors of being a fan and working in this industry, and how the ups and downs and the roller coaster. It's a roller coaster ride, and we all love roller coasters, do we not, Trev?
Yeah. Yeah, I love roller coasters. I'm a big roller coaster fan.
So it's fun.
And comparing it to sports, it's very fun. The highs are great, the lows are
but you need the lows for the highs to taste.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
The forgetting, remembering thing, right?
Yeah. It's just here's the frustrating thing for an Oilers fan. And Oilers management and all of that is no matter if or how you fix what's affecting the Oilers right now, it has zero bearing on whether or not they can finish off a Stanley Cup final. Because whatever it is that you do to fix the team right now doesn't mean a hill of beans when it comes to playoff hockey, because it's such a different style of play. Whatever they do to address their problems right now doesn't really count come playoff time.
This is true.
Right?
It's true.
It is why Evan Bouchard makes the money that he does.
Yeah.
Is because he is a complete suspect in the regular season and currently an all-time great when it comes to the playoffs.
Yeah.
Matthew Hyman says, peaking at the right time of the season, going through adversity can be beneficial in the long run. Again, here we are. This is good.
Say no more.
This is good. You got them right where you want them.
This is exactly where they want to be right
learning
now. They know what they're doing.
And going through the motions. Yeah. This is what we love. This is why you pay the bucks to get to the games. Going through the motions.
You know what? This is the Blue Jays' fault. This is a month of watching the Jays in the playoffs with them being down by 2 runs going, they got them right where they want them.
Yeah. And it was nice to have Blue Jays extended run given the Oilers' soft start to the season. Where do you think Hyman should be in the top 6? 780-218-9999 is the Paris Jewelers inbox. Have your say on that one. We'll probably discuss it later on in hour number 3. Hour number 2 of the Nielson Show is brought to you by GameSense. When gambling, set a budget before you play. Stay informed. Visit GameSenseAB.ca to learn how. Remember, if you gamble, use your GameSense. And that'll take us into the Play Alberta early bird of the day.
Maybe a better question would be, tell us why he won't be playing next to Connor McDavid.
Sure.
Like, it's give us the 10% argument, because 90% of the argument's going to be, well, he plays next to McDavid.
Well, and again, no answer's a wrong answer here. We're just experimenting. Doesn't sign text guy says Hyman will have a soft return and play third line Saturday with Henrique and Freddie.
Okay.
His ultimate position is up top. But when you're coming back from a delay and a time off, then maybe that is the...
When you were talking with Noodles about like who comes out to make room for him, I actually think that's the question, is of the players coming out, who makes the third or fourth line better?
You have to look at it from that way too. And that's why I think Podkolzin, you could argue that maybe talent-wise, but he's... Draisaitl loves having... It seems like that's such a good 1-2 combo there. So it's... But you can't... And I too, and again, no wrong answers here. I don't mind Nuge centering a third as well. I know that he's, I know you can argue there, but you got options and you can play around it. We know Knobloch's played around a lot thus far, and that's kind of the point to all this is seeing what you can do and seeing what combos fit and when and where you can use them. But interesting. Have your thoughts on the Hyman ultimate return, which could be Saturday. I guess it's a loose timeline we're kind of looking at now, but. Oilers hosting the Avalanche Saturday, and they will host the Blue Jackets on Monday. So maybe in and around there, we might see a little Zachary Martin Hyman back in the lineup. Play Alberta. PlayAlberta.ca is where you can go, or download the app as well. The codes remain the same. EST50, you get a $50 free bet. EST Sports, $50 free bet. Or if you want to walk around the casino, EST Casino, $50 free bet. You can go head online, PlayAlberta.ca, or download the app. Make it easier. Click on the sports header up top. On the left-hand side, you'll see EST Specials, and that is where, again, the Lock Shop Special that Matty Iwanek cooked up, plus 245. Alouettes, it is CFL Divisional Final Weekend, Saturday. Alouettes to win by 3+ points. Rough Riders to win by 4+ points. You can get that right now at plus 245 boosted. 7:30, we're going to hit a sports update for the great staff at Park Mazda and dealer principal Mitch Lewicki, who is never worried about the Oilers. In fact, he agrees that they have the league right where they want them at this very moment. We'll be back with some free advice. If you need any advice from Wil Fraser, this is your chance. The man knows it all. He's in the chair. This is, well, you get paid, but they don't need to pay. The transaction isn't
listen. Well, I'll start.
Matt cuts you the check. He's got the after each show, right? Like you get your money, but this is free advice, and you've got Will here to give it to you. So 780-218-9999 is the number to text if you need any advice.
It is worth what you pay for it.
Some nice texts coming in. We'll get to those after as well during advice. And no Macramalla today. So we'll get into some talk, maybe more Oilers talk.
Macramalla who?
Well, he is our EST legal analyst, but we do have another legal figure on the show. More on that coming up later in the hour. Lieutenant Eric Wil Fraser in for Dustin Nielsen.
We now have legal counsel.
We can just pick they're all on call. Trev's got a sports update here for Park Mazda. We'll be back if you're listening on 95.7 Cruise FM. A slight break, and hour 2 continues next here on The Nielsen Show.
The Edmonton Oilers came up short last night, falling 4-3 in a shootout as the Dallas Stars rallied late to steal the win. Edmonton heads home winless on their 2-game road swing and now turns their attention to Saturday when Nathan McKinnon and the Colorado Avalanche roll into Rogers Place. It was a busy night around the NHL with 9 other games on the schedule. The Flyers edged the Canadiens 5-4 in a shootout, and the Kings shut out the Jets 3-0 in LA. A lighter slate tonight with just 5 games on tap, including the Mammoth visiting the Maple Leafs, the Flames battling the Blue Jackets, and the Canucks hosting the Blackhawks at Rogers Arena. To the hardwood, 6 games in the NBA last night. The Toronto Raptors stay hot, picking up their 3rd straight win. They're now 4-4 on the season. We'll be back in action Friday night in Atlanta to take on the Hawks, and just 11 games scheduled across the league tonight. The Toronto Blue Jays offseason is officially underway, and there's a key piece staying put. Shane Bieber has opted into his $16 million player option, according to multiple reports. Bieber posted 4 wins through 7 appearances for Toronto this past season. And in the NFL, the trade deadline made headlines yesterday. The Jets kicked off a major roster shakeup, sending star corner Sauce Gardner to the Indianapolis Colts in exchange for 2 first-round picks and wide receiver Adonai Mitchell. New York then shipped defensive tackle Quinnen Williams to the Dallas Cowboys for a 2026 second-rounder, a 2027 first-round pick, and defensive tackle Mozzie Smith. Meanwhile, the Raiders dealt wide receiver Jacoby Myers to the Jacksonville Jaguars in return for 2026 4th and 6th round picks. This sports update brought to you by the great staff at Park Mazda and dealer principal Mitch Lewicki. Mitch would like to see himself on the top line for the Oilers with Connor McDavid and Evan Bouchard.
Hi there. If you're like me, you like to picture yourself in luxury, even though there's absolutely no way you could afford it. And if you can, well, even better. Thankfully, I picture myself in something that is luxury, but still absolutely affordable, like the all-new Mazda CX-90 from Park Mazda. With the new luxury features like facial recognition settings and quilted detail Napa leather seating, I can pretend to be comfortable with all of my proper settings activated without even touching a button, thanks to Mitch Lewicki and the great staff at Park Mazda. I like to picture Mitch Lewicki in a tuxedo t-shirt because it says, like, he wants to be formal, but he's also here to party too.
Park Mazda, your dealer for life in Sherwood Park off Y Road, parkmazda.ca.
Nugent Hopkins racing away with the puck. Ryan Nugent Hopkins shoots. Scores!
He narrowed his eyes and said, I'm taking this, and it's going in the net.
These eyes.
It's fun to watch him.
Cry every night.
I saw it in his eyes.
For you. These arms.
He's been a horse for us.
They long to hold you again.
He narrowed his eyes.
The curtains on me, yeah.
I saw it in his eyes.
I will never be free from my
Nugent Hopkins on the doorstep.
You gave a promise to me, yeah.
It's fun to watch him.
You broke it. You broke it.
His eyes narrow and him dig his heels in and basically say, I'm going to change this game now.
These eyes watched you bring my world.
All right, we are back. 7:36. Nielson Show continues smack dab in the middle of hour 2. Lieutenant Eric, Wil Fraser, and for Dustin Nielsen, YouTube Trev, you heard there on the sports update for Park Mazda. We're coming to you live from the Popeyes Louisiana Kitchen Studio. 3-piece bone-in chicken right now for just $8. Get it while it's hot. Nielsen Show presented by Weiss Johnson. Once again, the weather is turning. Might want to get that furnace. We have this thing now where when the Oilers lose, you go downstairs and beat the piss out of your furnace with a baseball bat. Or if they win, you go down there and do the same thing, but in a celebratory manner.
In a celebratory
So
smashing.
this is now, and now we lead you to Weiss Johnson. So Weiss Johnson, Edmonton's train home comfort specialist for nearly 50 years. You might want to get in touch with them right now. Visit wjsportstalk.com today and see what they can do. Get your home comfortable now for all seasons, and especially the one coming up with Weiss Johnson.
My boiler's on the fritz these days.
Your boiler's on the fritz?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
What are you going to do about that? Call Weiss Johnson?
We're waiting on a part. So.
Oh, you're waiting on a part, and then you're going to do it yourself, aren't you?
I wish.
Oh, really? Okay.
But, anything that involves natural gas and high pressure vessels, I should not. I don't need to blow myself.
But you are tempted.
Yeah, exactly. Oh no, absolutely. Yeah, there's a part of me that's just kind of like, I got a screwdriver. How hard could it be?
You get a little sweat. And, real life or death situation here. Yeah. Maybe some advice on that coming up here as we will get into that. Advice right now, free advice, and it is for Damon Bunting. He is Edmonton's best realtor. If you want to do business with somebody who's who's very successful yet fun. Damon Bunting has been a consistent top-producing realtor in the greater Edmonton area for almost 2 decades. He and his team at the agency would love to help you find that right home or make the move from your current home. Check him out, DamonBunting.com, or the Instagram handle. He's a whiz on the IG of Damon Bunting Real Estate. 780-218-9999. Once again, if you have any advice, specifically from Wil Fraser, Hampton Steve checks in. 780-218-9999, Paris Jewelers inbox.
Give it to me, Steve-O.
We all need some advice from Will. With the snow coming tonight,
we'll see.
Well, any winter driving tips for tomorrow's commute? For some reason, everyone in the city forgets how to drive in winter conditions each year, thanks, and especially in the first snowfall.
Yeah.
Will, I know you're you make that big headlight money.
Right.
But is there anything else that you'd like to pass along?
Well, listen, snow tires are a must. The recommended scheduled changing of rubber on your wheels is actually every 7 years. So even if you've got good tread, you should probably be changing it out every 7 years. So if you are like no winter tires and your all season's over 7 years old, you're in big trouble. So just don't leave your home. That would be my advice. Just don't use your vehicle.
Go.
Yeah.
And
on the flip side, if you're the donkey who got winter tires, like shelled out the $1,200, got them mounted on steel rims, got them put on your car last fall, drove through the winter, and then decided to not take them off.
We see them
all summer long on them. They're not going to be nearly as effective as they were last winter.
Yeah, they're winter tires for winter.
Yes.
And you can't, but you do see them in the summer, all dusted up and dirty.
All
and
the time.
Oh,
and it breaks my heart because it's $1,200. Like they're not free. And usually they're mounted on like a steel rim. So it tells me you've got your all seasons at home in your garage. You just need to put them on your car. Like
we found what,
This is almost a headlight level of frustration.
If you want to yell, change your winter tires, please do so.
Dude, put your winter tires on.
And then change them when the season.
And then come April-ish, take them off.
Anyone can put them on.
Yes.
What you need to do is change them.
What are your thoughts on, pretty good, I'd say solid all seasons?
You're living in a fantasy land.
What do you mean?
Those are my thoughts. My thoughts is that you've been sold a bill of goods either by your grandfather or somebody in your life who's like, they're just as good. They aren't. It's not even comparable. In fact, if you wanna become the worst version of yourself as a driver, get winter tires. I couldn't believe what an absolute jerk I became on the road once I got winter tires for the first time.
Because you just...
Exactly. You have nothing but sure grip. Like you are tailgating people left, right, and center because you have all the confidence in the world. Whereas usually like it gets cold and icy and you start having proper distances and stuff like that. But then... No. You want to maintain your jerk status on the road, go get winter tires.
But then I feel like I'd get more road rage because... I would, I'd be in a position where I could, drive like, Formula One, ripping around, but then people would be going 15, 20 because they are lazy.
They can't stop.
And
you're the outlier. And you feel,
So that would grind my gears so much.
Oh, you know what grinds my gears. Yeah, I get it. I hear you. Turn your headlights on.
That's right. Yeah.
Was that the original?
Yeah. He sounds fat. Turn your headlights on. Yeah.
That's the Bailey's talking. That's the Bailey's talking.
I can hear 30 pounds extra there.
That tripped me out so much. I was like, wait a second.
His lips aren't moving. Wait. Bob Loblaw and Lloyd with a great message in the nasty chat. He says, winter tires are for winter.
Nailed it.
I think he nailed it. He summed up what you're trying to kind of...
It's the 7-degree rule, actually, is what it is. Yeah. As soon as your average daytime temperature drops below 7 degrees Celsius, you should have winter tires on your car.
Okay. I know this is advice for Damon Bunting Real Estate, but I will confess that I don't do the winter tires either. I'm not Larry Lightfoot.
You're devil may care. That's who you are.
Trev asked as well. Trev, you do some highway driving. You'll go back down south for home or whatever. You're going to the mountain. You're traversing all over the place for an urban guy who treats my car like a farm truck and drives from point A to point B a few blocks.
You should have winter tires.
I don't need them. I'm just saying.
Need is a relative sort of thing.
Yeah, no, but for my purposes, like I don't.
It's like you don't need to wear a seatbelt. You're right.
You don't need a basket on a bike, but you can carry more stuff. Yeah, you don't need
a bicycle helmet.
You don't need a bike.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying, like, I can get down the block to the grocery shop and I can just idle there.
It's
I don't
not
need to,
against the law. You're right.
If you were,
are you making a wise choice? No, you're not making a wise choice.
Yeah. In Stony, if you were the alderman, you'd require chains on everyone. Like
for certain vehicles, yes.
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, I love it. Yeah, okay, yeah. Burglar says all weather is better than all season as well. Any thoughts on that?
I think
now we're getting into the weeds.
I think the all weather is it's just a convenient lie. Right?
It's like diet soda.
Exactly. It's one of those things where they're like, it's almost as good. It might be in the lower mainland of Vancouver where you're dealing with a lot of like 0 degree, 2 degree slushy type of weather.
Yeah.
But we live in the land of minus 30 and rubber compounds they turn to steel at a certain point. Even in the all weather category.
Terp from Toefield says if you go to BC though, winter tires are mandatory. Yeah,
on highways they are.
Not if you don't get caught.
Oh,
I'm just saying.
Knowing some RCMP in British Columbia, there's nothing they enjoy more than pulling over someone with Alberta plates. So just
might as well check.
Give them a reason.
Yeah. The rookie says I run with all weathers and they are the bomb. RCN says the number of people I've seen on the Henday and Manning with no taillights at 6:30 a.m. on board last month is absurd.
Yeah.
I
hear you, buddy.
Coming home from Sully Sports Bar and Lounge, Centric Casino 4 Road, I will pull up next to them and I'll say, roll your window.
Yeah.
And then I'll say, hey, it's a
turn
nice,
your headlights on.
Sometimes they don't know.
Yes.
Sometimes they get mad at the fact that you're
bothering
trying
them.
to. Yeah.
And then they immediately apologize when they realize they didn't.
No, I had one guy kind of like, what are you talking about? And then he just drove away. Like he refused to kind of, which I found rather.
He in his world, the sun is still up.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Yeah. So I'm saying all this tire talk, it's all it's just to how you feel, baby.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
There's no right or wrong here.
That's just like your opinion, man.
Exactly. Yeah. The all weather and all season debate has started to pop up here in the Paris Jewelers inbox now. Now you've opened the remember, all seasons are different than all weather. We will remember, and maybe that's the advice that we needed all along.
If you live in Alberta, I would own a set of all-weather tires and a set of winter tires.
AA83 in the nasty chat getting new tires today, all weather.
Yeah. They don't clear the snow as efficiently as an actual winter tire does.
Impulse to Adrenaline says all weather equals 3 seasons, not winter. That would be the...
Well, that's what they say about all season.
He says it's all weather.
Yeah, they say all season equates to spring, summer, and fall, whereas all weather is supposed to incorporate your winter driving as well. I just don't think it works as well in an environment, especially like we have here in Edmonton.
G from an RV says, I live in BC and just had studded winter tires put on. Have no choice around here, he says. Yeah. Do you also let the pressure out a bit?
No, I don't actually. Yeah, just because the temperature changes are going to drop that pressure. Yeah.
I like to roll flat.
If anything, you probably want to add just a little bit more air pressure.
So then when it drops, then you be back to your No, I like looking at my car and having it flat a bit.
Yeah,
and then you just kind of.
I've had studded winter tires.
Yeah,
it
on the
is
Suburban.
Actually, on the Toyota Yaris.
Okay. Oh, wow.
Yeah, and then for a couple of winters, we would plow in a track on the pond, and we would do hot laps in the Toyota Yaris on that track. It was awesome.
This is like rally driving.
Oh no, it was.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you could get into third, you were. That was a victory.
Terp from Toefield again.
It was a tight track.
Winter tires are playoff Bouchard. All weather tires are regular season Bouchard.
Yes.
Once you've had one of them, you don't want the other.
You don't want the other. Yeah.
Okay.
Good point.
That's maybe
that's a nice comparable.
The summation here that we're trying to get to. But the Wolf says all weather used to be called premium winter.
Okay. I didn't know that.
Burglar chimes back in. All weather tires come with a winter rating allowed in BC.
Yeah.
Okay. This is all
the snowflake. Yeah.
This is. I've learned a lot.
Yeah,
What did
there's
we
a
learn?
lot there.
Kira has an MLB fiance, and all weather and all
season are two different things. Yeah, it is true.
And they have nothing to do with winter tires.
Yes.
As well.
Right. Correct.
What do you just call regular tires?
All season.
That's the all season.
Yeah.
You got your all season, the all weather's different, and then you have winter tires.
Yeah, like
that's your three.
You're buying your car
horsemen.
from the dealership straight out of the factory. It has all seasons on it, unless it's a performance car, and then it has what is known as a summer tire.
Okay. Beer Hunter says, I've tried all three, and granted the winter is best. The all weather is a great option to not have to change your tires.
But that ends up being the problem, is that you use them and they wear down, and that summer driving makes it so that they're not as effective as a winter tire.
That's free advice for Damon. But what's this? Yeah.
Fascinating stuff.
Yes.
Here today. I'm kind of just watching this.
And you have again. You're running with.
I've got all.
He's got the racing slicks.
I think my front two are all weather. My back two are all season.
A hybrid.
Are they two different?
A hybrid.
Oh my goodness, that is some questionable decisions being made there.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I forget how it all came to be, but I think it was a deal. I was like, oh, these ones are. And I'm like, oh, okay, great.
Mismatched pair, like
the bulk bin.
The cheap pair of socks at Winners.
That's what it was.
Yeah,
that's not bad. Well, if you get a deal,
I liked it.
My boy Evil Gravy in the nasty chat. Will knows a surprising amount about tires. Where did you? I mean, is this just street knowledge, or did you go to like tire Athabasca on a program, or
Tire Academy?
It's being 48. That's all that is.
Yeah,
right. Like that is just.
It's called living.
Yeah. It's just. Anytime you have to spend that much money on something, you tend to do your research. At least I hope you do.
Yes.
Like if you've got to drop $1,000 on anything, I hope that you spend 20 minutes researching it.
Due diligence.
Yeah.
Yeah. This leads us into our next segment here. And as mentioned, no Eric Macramalla today for Park Mazda. I'm sure he, too, you go in and see Mitch Louis, he could tell you all about tires. He's very
Other thing is, once you have kids that start to drive, you're really invested in vehicle safety.
How about this?
That's a good point.
Don't have kids.
Good point. Yeah.
I'm living the dream.
You are. Yeah.
Hammer Injury Law. Rick Mallett of Hammer Injury Law has over 35 years of injury law experience. Don't face your insurance company alone. Contact today for a free consultation and start your injury claim today. If you've been injured in a motor vehicle accident, understand your rights and get the compensation you deserve. The Hammer, Rick Mallett. Visit hammerinjurylaw.ca or call 1-855-98-HAMMER. 1-855-98-HAMMER. 1-855-98-HAMMER.
1-855-98-HAMMER?
Yeah. Well, it's like the Hammer. That's the whole play. Yeah, it's great. I love it. Yeah, Rick Mallett, Hammer. Once again, with the seasons and the roads, that's going to be popping up here. So Hammer Injury Law is where you want to go. .ca, and he'll fix you up if you've been in an old fender bender or motor vehicle accident.
When I first started working with Dustin years ago, he spent 2 months, at least. It was at least 2 months. It might have been more. It definitely wasn't less. Stopping at the local, I want to say Petrocan, on his way into the show every morning and pumping $2 worth of coins into the air pump to put more air into one tire that was going flat. So he spent like $80 or more of just pumping air into his tire before he finally talked about it, and the whole world let him know that most tire shops fix flats like for free. Like as long as the tire's not destroyed, like they'll just do that for you. So
was it a slow puncture or was it a rim job?
I think it was probably just around the rim. You're right. Like I think it was just
because I had that issue too.
Yeah,
got a guy. He came by.
Bad bead.
Because then you can't really do
Yeah. However, if the rim is bent, there's not much.
Because it was like calcified or something. Yeah, it was unfixable. I needed to get new. I got new tires. They're great, but they're not. The rookie says, I just put a spare donut with a patch on my kid's car. It's survival of the fittest.
Yeah.
I mean, you do you parent however you want.
Yeah.
But again, we're getting the free advice here. But Hammer Injury Law. I just wanted to get to this quickly as well, as we kind of try to go around the sports world and take a slight break from the Oilers, because they'll be fine, right?
Or not. But there's nothing you can do about it.
Well, don't do that. You can't come in here now and tell us everything's going to be fine, but it might not.
Or it might not.
I know there's nothing we can do about it.
Well, like, you look at the Florida Panthers, and yeah, Barkov's out. He's out for a long time.
And Kulikov.
Right. Like, so could the same thing happen to the Oilers? Yeah, absolutely, man. Like, but yeah, if everyone's healthy, they'll figure this out. Especially once Hyman comes back. No one wants to really look at the obvious, but that is the obvious answer, right? Zach Hyman comes back. He reorganizes your lines into proper lines. He gives them a sense of shame, right? Like that's the thing about a guy like Zach Hyman. He plays at such a consistent level in all areas of the ice that you can't help but up your own game because you don't want to let Zach down.
Yes.
Right? Like I think that's a real thing in that dressing room.
Leads by example, a voice in the room that they so desperately need right now. I agree.
We will, but we'll get to the Oilers. And I just wanted to get to the CFL divisional finals, and I know we'll make it brief. Montreal visiting Hamilton.
Great game.
Both games Saturday, 1:00. This is the dream Final Four, really, for this season, I would say. Montreal, Hamilton from the Hammer injury law. That's the tie-in here. Once again, you go to Play Alberta right now. Montreal -2.5 on the road in the Hammer. And the other one, given the road conditions and everything else, and this whole storm system descending on the prairies, stretching from Edmonton, Saskatoon down to Regina. This could be a game, the Regina Fork, like this could be I know Nathan Rourke and the BC Lions are used to the fast track. They're a very high octane, again, a tire analogy. They are your slicks. They are your racing
and
slicks.
they're quick strike offense. You're right. Yep.
But Saturday in Regina, there could be some snow. There could be some wind. There could be some blustery kind of wintry conditions. Great football weather. But it could play in the favor of the Rough Riders with their ground attack, pounding of the ball with AJ Ouellette, more of a physical back than a James Butler of BC. The Riders right now -3.5.
Okay.
How do you forecast Wil Fraser? And again, that kickoff in the West final 4:30 Mountain. How do you see these two setting up? I do love Davis Alexander. He's not been defeated yet. The guy's a gamer. He's a baller. Hamilton looking to get over the hump. You really have two scenarios brewing here. With you could have a Davis Alexander, Nathan Rourke, young quarterback, Grey Cup, like a Grey Cup of the future, or a Grey Cup of the old guard.
Yeah.
When Bo Levi Mitchell meets Trevor Harris and the 1 seeds advance to Winnipeg.
I think if you are, if you're an unattached CFL fan, if you're just someone who is hoping for
the love of the game,
the most entertaining Grey Cup, I think you're hoping for BC Montreal.
Yes.
Right, like that's your fingers crossed. And if you're hoping for maybe the best Grey Cup week party, you're hoping for Saskatchewan and Hamilton.
Tabby's Riders in Winnipeg. Nonetheless. And apparently that too, Grey Cup forecast right now isn't good at all.
Like if I am the Better Business Bureau of Manitoba or whatever, I am hoping for Saskatchewan and Hamilton.
Sure.
Because those fan bases will descend upon Winnipeg, and it will be an epic party for 1 week.
It really is TV ratings versus actual kind of
in-stadium experience.
In the seats. Again, I think it would be very fascinating to see Davis Alexander, Nathan Rourke duke it out in a Grey Cup. Albeit, though, given the weather conditions and as they might be, I would kind of like to see a
slugfest.
A slugfest of sorts, a CFL throwback, if you will, and it's some of the old guard. You know, of course, I have allegiances in this. I won't get into that too much. But yes, any way you slice it, I think what we don't want to see maybe...
I do feel like there's a little less allegiance than maybe in years past for you. That this is not the...
Oh, it is, but I do that on my own time.
This is not as lovable a Rough Rider squad as we have seen in the past.
Oh, it's lovable.
Okay. All right.
But this isn't the time to be discussing that.
Right.
But I just think, like, we've gone over the two dream matchups there. Hamilton, BC. Like, is there a storyline there that scratches your itch? I just don't really.
Yeah.
Montreal, Saskatchewan, I could see. They've been in the Grey Cup before. There's a little history. I mean, all these teams have. I get it. But more recent times of sort.
Best team versus best player. You're right.
Yeah, that type of thing. So I guess you can slice this a couple of ways, but have your say. Who do you want to see in the Grey Cup from Winnipeg? 780-218-9999. What's the sexiest? What's the preferred? Who do you like winning outright? Once again, you can head to Play Alberta right now. -3.5 Riders at home. Alouettes -2.5 on the road. Grey Cup right now. Riders +200, Alouettes +210, Ticats +290, and the Lions +350. Might want to hop on that as well. So yeah, head to playalberta.ca for more on that. Rashog's over the phone today, by the way, YouTube chat. Did he text you? Yeah. So, So Rashog will be joining us hour 3 as we kind of wrap up hour 2 here. Hour 2 once again, and if you are getting into the CFL playoffs, the division finals this weekend, or Grey Cup, use your Game Sense. When gambling, set a budget before you play. Stay informed. Visit GameSenseAB.ca to learn how. Remember, if you gamble, use your Game Sense. Matthew Hyman says, I want to see Lieutenant Eric at Grey Cup. Not happening. The bench gets a little thin during Grey Cup week. Matt Iwanik's attending a Grey Cup as a fan.
Wow, he'll add to the festivities.
Well, he's not. He's going as a fan though. No work response. He doesn't bring a tie line kit.
He'll really let loose, won't he? Like this.
Well, he might.
Yeah,
he just might.
I stayed up till 12:30 last night.
He was a laugh riot at Grey Cup 2019 in Calgary. He drove me down. I smoked a pen in his car.
I can still smell the vape juice.
He said he didn't mind it, but I know that it is kind of rubbing him the wrong way.
I don't mind. It's all good. You go ahead. No. It's cool. It's cool. Go for it.
We had a great time. Great.
Yeah.
I will not be going.
No.
Huss invited me.
I don't mind.
I probably have a futon if I want, but I will be here Grey Cup Monday and next week as well, teeing it up with
you
Dave
sleep
Jameson.
On the futon. Where's Huss going to sleep?
I'll sleep on the floor. I brought a grocery blade. I didn't bring anything to Grey Cup 2019. You don't need to, man. You just you live it up.
Just a good attitude.
That's and a healthy liver.
That's right. Or an unhealthy one, as long as you've got medication.
Sure, yeah. That's the advice that we need.
Yeah. Just crunch a couple baby aspirin, you'll be fine.
Yeah, I won't be heading to Grey Cup, but I will be partying. I love, regardless of who's in it. It's a great weekend to celebrate Canadiana. Do the show live from Huss's watering hole. Look, Dusty is there working. He's on the beat. I don't know if he'll have enough time to do that, but certainly Matthew Iwanik probably could meet up with Huss and Mr. Ritzcrack and probably do some sort of rogue podcast.
I will have a sleeve of your finest ale.
Is there any Pims on tap? 8 o'clock. Let's get into the third hour here. If you want to play trivia, big one today, baby.
Zima.
You sure you want that, man? That thing's been in the fridge for 18 years.
Yes, please.
Give me a Zima, you brain dead hick. Okay, 780-218-9999 if you want to play trivia right now. We're looking to go 40-0 in the 95.7 Cruise FM era. This is a big one today. You'll be playing for Mr. Mike's. Their location in Bonnie Doon. Open now. So you can head down there to the new location in Bonnie Doon.
Going to Bonnie Doon.
Where you could be going to Bonnie Doon. That's just it. Mr. Mike's GC on the line, plus a Club Week Loop remix from the Vault, and a chance to have your name etched in EST 95.7 Cruise FM history by getting us to win number 40. 780-218-9999. Text in, say, Trev, I want to play trivia, and we'll get you on the line coming up. The questions will be provided by Will. 3 questions too many as well for Park Mazda. I got a few. We could still flex in a few more. Once again, when we have the benefit of a guest co-host, if you have any questions specifically for Will. We've done the tire talk. We don't need to do that anymore, but anything else you'd like Will to answer, get those in as well. 780-218-9999 or in the nasty chat as well. And don't forget, I didn't even give us a thumbs up today on the show, but we're
changing 100.
137, yeah. So we can get to 200 by easily 200, I think. 780-218-9999 coming up, and we'll also have Ryan Rashog on the phone. Back to the Oilers Stars, a weekly rankings of power, a Marmot Basin snow report, first of the season, all ahead of the wrap for William Huff. This is the Nielson Show, presented by Weiss Johnson on EST, presented by Play Alberta, and a sports update here for the fine folks at Windsor Plywood Leduc, locally owned and operated, serving Leduc and the surrounding area since 1993. Doors, flooring, baseboards, and of course plywood. Go see the knowledgeable staff at Windsor Plywood Leduc. Here's Trev with the update.
fell short last night as the Dallas Stars stormed back to win it 4-3 in the shootout. The Oilers go winless on their 2-game road trip and won't be back in action until Saturday when they welcome in Nathan McKinnon and the Colorado Avalanche. 9 other games around the NHL last night that saw the Flyers defeat the Canadiens 5-4 in a shootout and the Kings blank the Jets 3-0. Tonight in the NHL, just 5 games that sees the Mammoths face the Maple Leafs. The Flames will be taking on the Blue Jackets, and the Canucks welcome in the Blackhawks. Over to the hard court, just 6 games last night that saw the Raptors remain hot with their 3rd straight win. They now improve to 4-4 on the season and take the court again Friday when they head to Atlanta to take on the Hawks, and just 11 games in the association tonight. The offseason has officially begun for the Toronto Blue Jays as Shane Bieber is staying with the team, opting into his $16 million player option, according to multiple reports. He had 4 wins in 7 games played for the Blue Jays this season. An NFL trade deadline was yesterday that saw Sauce Gardner get sent to the Indianapolis Colts in return for 2 first-round picks and wide receiver Adonai Mitchell. The Jets then traded defensive tackle Quinnen Williams to the Dallas Cowboys for a 2026 second-round pick, a 2027 first-round pick, and defensive tackle Mozzie Smith. And the Raiders also moved on from wide receiver Jacoby Myers as he was traded to the Jacksonville Jaguars for 2026 4th and 6th round picks. The Sports Update brought to you by Winter Plywood Leduc, locally owned and operated, serving Leduc and the surrounding area since 1993. Doors, flooring, baseboards, and of course plywood. Go see the knowledgeable staff at Winter Plywood Leduc.
One, the deal's done. Bobby Mack let us know. Ryan Stromey lost it twice. Drake from Manning was not nice. 2 good picks, they went for Griff. Pete just had to go. Eric Greiber buyout, what was that all about? Miko signed a 3-year deal, and my friends, that ain't no steal. Traded for Spooner, shoulda canned him sooner. Chris Russell, Lucic, no movement on their deal. He left a tire fire. Bobby Nix is searching for the perfect person. Pete left a tire fire. Now it's tough to do well when you're stuck in cap hell.
Daddy. 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 Okay, here we go. Daddy. 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 Okay. Okay, here we go.
Turn down for what? Daddy alive. Turn down for what? Daddy alive. Turn down for what?
Okay, here we go. Daddy. Daddy. Okay. I don't give a damn. Daddy likes. Daddy. Daddy.
Draisaitl, the duck hunter.
Daddy likes. Daddy.
Again, 8:06, hour 3 of the Nielson Show is live here. We are back, 95.7 Cruise FM, iHeart, TuneIn Radio app, The Source, EdmontonSportsTalk.com, or on the YouTube. Once again, hit that thumbs up, smash the like, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. John Ashton, Alberta says he has seen The Castle. He gets the Bonnie Doon references. At least if there's one for Wil Fraser and I.
That's
Watch
perfect.
The Castle, 1997 Australian comedy. Just a gem of a film. We are coming to you live from the Popeyes Louisiana Kitchen Studio. 3-piece bone-in chicken today for just $8. Get it in ya. 780-218-9999. I know lots of people are queuing up to see if they can head to Bonnie Doon and the new Mr. Mike's by winning trivia today.
Yeah, if you've seen the castle, you will stand outside underneath a crossing plane and remark.
Veer Montenegro's coming at the king here for a second.
The Serenity.
Yeah, the Serenity. Trev will wrangle up somebody for trivia now, so if you did text in, be by your phone.
Okay.
The Nielson Show presented by Weiss Johnson. Weiss Johnson.
Whoa, whoa.
You're the Roslovic of the Weiss Johnson. You just keep getting better and better and better.
Thanks,
and better.
buddy. I like that.
Get your home comfortable now for all seasons with Weiss Johnson and Train. It's hard to stop a train. Visit WJSportsTalk.com today. EST presented as well by Play Alberta. VR Montenegro says, Will, making fun of Matt for being a buzzkill is quite hypocritical, coming from the guy who ghosted on a listener getaway. Your thoughts?
He ghosted on a listener getaway? Because at a listener getaway,
I think it was the time you went to, where'd you go, Cuba or
Yeah.
Montego Bay?
I didn't ghost. I just didn't go hard.
Well, you did your own thing. You were free to do whatever you wanted.
Yeah.
Grey Cup, you have to go hard. Trev, are you okay over there?
If I let you down, I apologize.
I don't even know if he was on the trip.
Yeah, I'm just saying, if I let you down, I apologize.
VR coming at the king. Your best hit, right?
Whatever.
What?
If you're holding on to that grudge, man, I'm sure there's not much I can do for you.
Chris Satterway says, I was in the Bonnie Doon Mr. Mike's last night. Tight, he says. Tight. A tight time at Bonnie Doon Mr. Mike's.
Nice.
Trev, wellness check. You're doing good now.
Great.
Yeah.
Never better. Having a lot of fun. It's always awesome producing a show with you boys.
Jesus.
Go touch some grass, buddy. Go for a nice walk in the woods.
What does that mean? What does that mean?
What does that mean?
Go touch grass. I never got that one.
It means that you are too online, and you need a moment away.
I'm actually very offline right now, so that's probably why I'm so in such a good mood.
He's been doing a long form social media detox from reels.
Yeah,
it's been great.
Yeah,
I don't feel like a robot anymore.
Good for the mind. Good for the body.
I have confidence. I talk to people.
Yeah,
and I'm curious. I'm genuinely curious when I see people I haven't seen in a long time.
Yeah.
I'm like, hey, what have you been up to? Because I have no idea. I'm not on social media.
Yeah.
So it's great.
Just make sure that when you do that, hey, what's new?
Yeah.
Immediately pivot the conversation back to yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I will. I don't really care.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, that's great. Anyways, so I've been. Yeah.
You want to know what I've been up to?
Yeah.
Just take a seat.
Mm-hmm.
Who do we got? Who is the person
for 40-0?
40-0.
This is Chris.
I hope you can read my chicken scratch. It's not.
No,
great.
I can't. I proofread it. We're all good here. We should be cruising to a 40th straight victory here on 95.7 Cruise FM for Kind of Easy Trivia. Once again, he'll be playing for Mr. Mike's. The new location in Bonnie Doon is open, and apparently it's tight. Go check it out today, or any of the other Mr. Mike's locations. You're very
he's saying that he's in a good spot.
Well, I feel bad, and he's like,
But then he takes the microphone away and continues to cut himself a little bit.
Can we do anything? I feel
I don't know
guilty.
why
Just want to see if I can still feel something.
No, I don't know why I keep sighing. As soon as that's like the fourth time since 8 o'clock. I've just. Oh, that's probably why. Because
you got Dallas Jenkins on your brain. That's the problem. Yeah.
I keep doing that.
He's an infectious character, is he not? Yeah.
A lot of positive energy there.
Yeah. Mr. Mike's, you can dine in. MrMikes.ca. You can check out for more details. Or order online. Skip the dishes, DoorDash. They offer that. Mr. Mike's, eat locally, enjoy casually. Okay, Chris, let's get to him here. Chris, how you doing, man?
Doing well.
Good. You know the stakes of today. You could be eating a Mr. Mike's steak, but it's 40-0 we're looking to get to in the 95.7 Cruise FM era. Have you played trivia before?
I have, yep.
Okay, so you know how it goes. You need 3 out of 5 at least. We'll start the ticker after I read the first question. All 5 provided by Wil Fraser. Are you ready to go?
Let's do it.
Did the Oilers earn a point last night?
Yes.
Who do the Oilers play next?
Avalanche.
Did Shane Bieber opt in or out of his Blue Jays contract?
In.
What league's trade deadline passed yesterday?
Pass.
Over under 100 days till pitchers and catchers report?
Under.
Who told you to put the cheese on?
Yes!
I have not viewed my pool standings yet.
Really?
Certainly had a lot of work to do. There's a drive toward deep left center.
I check my throughout the night. I like to see whose ass I am kicking.
Connoisseur has just hit the ball out of the park.
Every time the alarm rings at my house, I know when I turn the alarm off, there's 29 teams trying to beat my brains in.
We have two types of fans. We have paying customers.
Killer performance.
And we have people that watch the game that we still care about, but certainly the people that go to the games and support are, that's a joke.
Did I tell you to put the cheese on?
That's a joke.
I didn't tell you to put the cheese on.
That's a joke.
You people with the cheese. It never ends.
He won the Australian Masters just 5 months ago in November and won the gold coat.
Pissing me off right now. Just thinking about it. So.
There it is! Adam Scott!
Yippee, we got 2 points. That was my first thought.
A life changer.
Unbelievable magical moment. He is now officially the Wizard of Oz.
The Wizard of Oz. There you go. Club Beat Loop remix from the Vault. 40-0, 95.7 Cruise of Mayor. And I'd like to congratulate as well a share in this. We can all take a share in it. But Trev picks winners. That's all he does is pick winners.
What can I say, boys?
Yeah.
Even yesterday, the day before, 40 days in a row. What is the longest? I haven't meaning to ask this. What's the longest streak? Do you guys have a record of this?
We've never counted, no.
Yeah, I was going to say this is the longest streak because this is the first time they've counted it.
Yeah. But just for the 95.7 Cruise FM area, it is nice. You're hearing the trivia in crystal clear FM.
Mm-hmm.
No static, no fuzz, no breaking out when you go under an overpass.
Other stations breaking in.
Exactly. Yeah. So Trev's picking the winners. And again, we got to the doorstep yesterday. You picked Isaac, a.k.a. Wheels, and that was a gutsy move, but it paid off.
Yeah, I mean, it did, absolutely. And it was actually the first time that I was able to watch the goalie in person. Or not in person, but on TV.
They did have a goalie.
The goalie was good.
Yeah.
The goalie was good.
Atif has to now split his Mr. Mike's winnings with you, right? And maybe take you out for a...
I think that's probably how it works.
Probably should be.
That should be.
I think that's actually breaking a CRTC law, so I don't think you're allowed to do that.
CRTC. Yeah. I want stepping on it to get to the office right now. How dare you? You cannot get in on this. You could go to Bonnie Doon and see Trevin Wheels and now Chris, who will be going to Bonnie Doon, Mr. Mike's. Congratulations to him. Let's get into 3 questions from you right now for the great staff at Park Mazda and dealer principal Mitch Lewicki, where he's seen the movie Castle 500 times. Park Mazda, your dealer for life. You can check them out today, parkmazda.ca.
You get something new every time.
Well, there's always something to pick up on. Yeah. Or a quote or a line. Very quotable film. The Castle, once again. Watch The Castle. That should have been the advice that you gave earlier today for Damon Bunting Real Estate.
Yeah. Don't drive in this weather. Stay home and watch
the Castle. Exactly. You too could go to Bonnie Doon in your mind.
Exactly.
Social media.
Well, where can they follow you?
You can't, and I don't think you should. And social media is a cancer on society.
Yeah, certainly not needed in this industry as well. You don't.
It shouldn't be. We're already communicating with the masses through one form. We probably don't need to triple
more. YouTube Trev.
That's exactly it.
You're back on the gram though, right?
Nah.
No, but you activated it, right?
I don't listen to the radio. I just interact with personalities on TikTok.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, if you want to give me a follow, YouTube_Trev on Twitter, on X.
Just on the X.
Just on X.
But
that's all I want.
You still have an existing Instagram account. It's just dormant.
I do.
Yeah, you've just...
It's funny. I'm not going to lie. I started going back to the dark side. And I went on it a little bit. And then the Blue...
You scrubbed
I wish
the
I
account.
could quit you.
You scrubbed the account clean.
Yeah. And then the Blue Jays... what did it for me before? I couldn't stand seeing, Matthew Tkachuk and Bennett yell, whatever they were yelling. They were yelling some rude things about McDavid, and they had the cup and they were partying. Yeah, and I couldn't take it, man. That was actually driving me insane. It bothered me on ways that it shouldn't.
Yeah.
And so I'm like, I can't handle this. Delete social media, delete Instagram primarily. And then I started going back on a little bit for maybe 2 weeks. And then the Blue Jays
It's as if it
lost.
amplified negative feelings in some way.
Yeah, it did.
It's as if it was actually engineered by the people who created it to amplify negative emotions, therefore hooking you in a toxic loop.
Contagious.
Crazy.
Yeah.
They wouldn't do that. They wouldn't do that.
They wouldn't.
What a theory you've presented this morning, hey? What did we learn on the show today? Social media could be bad.
It might be bad for you.
It might be tearing down society as we speak.
Yeah.
So you can follow those gentlemen on all your socials today, or don't, as you said. Will, your account still exists on Twitter, though. Wil Fraser.
Yeah, somebody's running it. Yeah.
For hire. For the number 4 for hire. So you can go on there. I'll retweet something that you had here, if I can.
Listen, if I am contacting you online through some sort of social media, unless it is about some off-brand pills of some sort, it's not me.
Okay.
If it is about off-brand, that's probably me.
You were doing Airbnb reviews during the latter days in the summer of 2017.
Somebody was. Yeah.
Okay. Question number 1. Oilers top 9. What does it look like with the return of Zachary M. Hyman?
Top 9. 9?
Who wants to take this off here? I can start if you'd like. I can.
David Draisaitl. Huge.
Anyone? Any takers? Does anybody have them? Yeah.
I'll go
Hit
quick.
It.
Yeah.
So I'm putting Nuge, McDavid, Hyman. First line. Lock.
Okay.
I doubt that the second line's going to change. I really don't. I don't think there's going to be any effect. So, I mean, they very well could, but just based off everything that you hear from Leon, loves playing with Vasily. And Roslovic is, like you said, every single game just getting better, especially as of late. So that's the second line. Third line, then, it would be Henrique, Savoy, and Mangiapane, probably. And Frederick.
I hate that as a third line.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of it either. They didn't have...
That is a lightweight third line.
Yeah, they had donuts across the board yesterday. One shot. Yeah. So, not a good line. Well, I guess that was Frederick. So, who knows? Maybe Mangiapane is the answer on that third line. I don't know. But what I do know is Trent Frederick is invisible out there, and I don't know what his role is on this team. He's hitting. Oh, barely.
5 hits.
Man. Well, nice.
I know.
Nice.
It's a terrible stat to keep track
That's
of,
great.
depending on the rink. But
yeah, so that's it. That is the answer.
Yeah. A top 9 is hard. Top 6.
No, I get it.
Is easier to come around with.
Yeah.
Right?
Spirit of the question.
It's that third line where maybe we see them stick with a Mangiapane with a McDavid, and then move Nuge onto a third line.
That's where I'm going. I'm looking at McDavid, Draisaitl, RNH, your spine. I will have Mangiapane and Hyman flanking.
Yeah.
I will have Podkolzin and Roslovic staying the same, and then you can mix and match. I don't know who Nuge, Savoy and Nuge, and then Frederick, I guess, for process eliminating.
I like both players. It is hard for me to have both players in your top 9 in Mangiapane and Savoy. Right? Like, they are both just so lightweight. It's hard for you to justify both of them being out there.
What say you, Nasty Chat or Paris Jewelers Inbox 780-218-9999? Are you leaving Nuge at the top? Are you doing the 3C thing? Where you kind of going with that when Zach Hyman returns to the lineup? Question number 2, favorite street or avenue in Edmonton?
Oh, I like this.
You can play along as well. 780-218-9999. I'm not going to where does Kapanen fit in when healthy.
Well,
we won't go to that
Happy Beer Street has been a wonderful addition to this city in recent years. So that's probably at the top of my list. Anyone who's spent any time in Ritchie over the last 5 years or so. The Ritchie Block has really enjoyed it. And then the street escapes me, but it's the one where no, I'm going to stick with Happy Beer Street.
Trev, do you have a particular avenue or boulevard?
I'm just looking up Happy Beer Street. I don't know where that is, but I would like to.
It's off 99th.
By Alley Cat there in the district.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Well, that's a good street.
Yeah.
I have been there, actually. Pretty new to, well, relatively new. I don't know, 3 years in Edmonton, I guess. I'm terrible with streets. I'm terrible with roads, avenues, whatever. Ah, man, this is going to be this is terrible.
It's Kingsway.
Kingsway. You know what?
I like the old hangar.
I will always. That's where I put my roots in Edmonton. Like right there. That's where I started in Edmonton. So
there's his local.
Okay,
that's where I go
to the bowling.
Yeah,
I go bowling there. I frequent there. Well, I mean, almost every day I'm there. There's bowling. There's the mall. So much cool things to do. So many interesting things to see.
Right. The mini mall by the
Kingsway Mall. Yeah, that's a pretty big
Kingsway
mall.
Mall. I was thinking the mini mall by the bowling.
Oh, jeez. That stretch is fun. But I mean, I'm never gonna forget my first weekend here on Jasper Ave. Like that was awesome. I was so lost, and there's something about being lost in a new city. You can't really put it into words. If you know, you know. But man, I was like, I had no idea where North was, where I was so lost. And obviously, I was having a good time as well. You know, I had some drinks. Oh man, that was so cool. And it was a summer night. Seeing Lambos on the streets.
Rice Howard Way is still underappreciated.
So cool, man. I will never forget that. Yeah. So Jasper was unreal. I remember my first time there. Okay. And then obviously Kingsway is where I frequent the most.
Wheel says 124th Street and White Avenue. Jody Cerner says 118 Ave is the place to be. 118 Ave, fun for you and me.
Okay.
There's a Strathern, if you will. Sure. There's that one house where the guy has all those flags. And they're kind of like dicey and such. Yeah. Neighbors must love him there. A few others, too. The Victoria Promenade, if you will.
Yeah.
Great
112th Ave, where it turns into 111th Ave.
Okay.
It's a good spot.
Oh, another good answer. What is it? Saskatchewan Drive, something
Bath
like
Drive, yeah.
Yeah, and then when you look, all you see is like just downtown Edmonton.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
That is very scenic.
It's a good stroll.
Oh, that is so cool.
98 Avenue
I'm watching that
as well. You can get a panoramic. I mean, and again, I'm very proud of all of us for not going to Jasper or White. Easy answers, but it's just kind of exploring the... No, I'm proud. It's good.
Thank you.
Yeah. You're welcome.
Bourbon Street.
Bourbon Street. That'd be Eric's.
It's in a mall.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool too.
Question number 3. It is National Redhead Day.
No, it's not.
Favorite redhead, celebrity, athlete, politician, I guess. Any sort of somebody that we would know. You can't just say your buddy, Tim. I guess you could, but it's for the spirit of radio here and everything we're trying to do.
We got to go with Ron Howard, don't you?
You could. Yeah. I will see your Ron Howard and raise you an Andy Dalton.
Okay.
Hey, that wasn't just a red. That was a thick pelt.
Yeah,
that's some. It's not the curly, wiry type of thing. But he had a that.
It was
he's still
a helmet in itself.
Exactly. Yeah, and with the full beard accompaniment, you really get the full shine.
Yeah.
Intimidating character. It's kind of more of the rusty red as opposed to kind of the bright fire engine.
Sure.
Red. Andrew Gregory Dalton there. That'd be my choice. Trev, do you have a redhead in your life or anybody famous? I guess anyone to celebrate the day?
I forget his name. I guess Ronald Weasley. Whoever played
Ron
him.
Weasley.
Ron Weasley for Harry Potter.
Okay.
He was, I don't know, I grew up watching
You're
him,
a big Harry Potter kid.
Edward Sheeran, redhead.
Ed Sheeran.
Ed Sheeran.
How could we forget? Connor Brown for the Edmonton Oilers, now New Jersey Devil. Good answer. And I guess my stepmom. She's redhead, so shout out stepmom.
Well, then you should give her a call.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
I will do that. I didn't know this was a thing.
Send her a TikTok.
Yeah. I can do that.
Yeah.
Carol Burnett, Reba McEntire.
These are all good.
It goes on and on and on. That's 3 questions too many for the great staff at Park Mazda. Hour 3 of the Nielsen Show for GD Liquidators, Auctions and Appraisals. Edmonton's one-stop shop for new and used warehouse, office, and industrial items for almost 40 years. Don't miss their monthly online auctions, www.gdliquidators.com. Canadian-owned and operated. Make them your first call. Call 780-447-2787 or check them out, 14510 124th Avenue. 780-218-9999 is the Paris Jewelers inbox. Dina Meyer and Starship Troopers changed the views of redheads. That comes in from T-Mac.
Okay.
Jessica Chastain from The Nature Boy.
Yeah, she's pretty gorgeous.
Jessica Rabbit. Lots of Jessica Rabbits pouring in here. 104th Street downtown on a summer Saturday morning. City Dave texts in.
Okay.
Big Uke. How can we forget about Big Uke?
Supersized Indiana Jones. Yeah, he's...
Yes.
Yeah.
Happy Redhead Day, Big Uke.
I hear he dyes it, though.
No.
That's not a natural redhead.
That's what he didn't
Are you
pick.
serious?
Yeah.
Never mind.
Hey, prove it, right?
Prove it, yeah. Exactly.
I'm sure he'll prove it down in Mexico when he joins us on the trip. Probably see a lot more than the hair on the head.
Oh,
yeah, no. Greatest redhead of all times, Archie Andrews of the original Archie comics, established 1939.
It's true.
Thank you to that one.
Yep.
We'll have Ryan Rashog joining us on the Firehouse Subs hotline coming up at just after the 8:30 update. He'll be by phone today. We'll be breaking down, again, the Oilers' 2-game road trip. Loss in St. Louis in the OT. Before the OT, didn't get there. Just over a minute left, falling to that one. And then the shootout loss. 4 points on the table. They come home with one.
Yeah.
But we're fine, right?
Well, maybe I was going to say it's the problem with this team, but we probably shouldn't call it a problem. They've trained us not to worry. We can be upset. We can be frustrated. I think those are all valid, but I don't feel like we're as worried as we used to be.
Wheel says Big Uke is a blonde.
Might want to clean your glasses, Wheels. A little smudged. He is definitely a redhead.
Hey, look at this. Dustin Nielsen texting in.
Yeah.
Listening on the radio for the first time, and it's static-free, crystal clear, booming voices.
Come on.
Look at that.
Dusty,
He's gotten a chance to listen on 95.7 Cruise FM. Isn't that great?
Hello, Dustin.
How long has he been listening? I don't know.
He didn't give us his favorite redhead. Come on, man. Contribute.
Scott Laurie, former Sobeys and Safeway liquor,
with a bullet.
Red beard.
Great job.
Let's hit a sports update here, and we'll make some more time for
Red
Shoggy.
beard than redhead.
Yeah, well, he did not a lot on the. Yeah, he made up for it in the face than he did for the top of the melon there. Sports update brought to you by the Garrison Memorial Golf and Curling Club. Limited Christmas party dates still available. Whether you have 50 or 150 people, we can host your party. Savory buffet dinner and quench your thirst with our full-service bar. Go to egmgolf.com for more details. Trev's got an update. Once again, Shoggy on the way. We'll have a weekly rankings of power also for the Garrison. Your first of the season, Marmot Basin Snow Report, all ahead of the wrap for William Huff. It is the Nielsen Show, presented by Weiss Johnson here on EST, presented by Play Alberta.
The Edmonton Oilers came up short last night, falling 4-3 in a shootout as the Dallas Stars rallied late to steal the win. Edmonton heads home winless on their 2-game road swing and now turn their attention on to Saturday when Nathan McKinnon and the Colorado Avalanche roll in to Rogers Place. It was a busy night around the NHL with 9 other games on the schedule. The Flyers edged the Canadiens 5-4 in a shootout, and the Kings shut out the Jets 3-0 in LA. A lighter slate tonight with just 5 games on tap, including the Mammoth visiting Toronto to take on the Maple Leafs, the Flames battling the Blue Jackets, and the Canucks hosting the Blackhawks at Rogers Arena. To the hardwood, 6 games in the NBA last night. The Toronto Raptors stay hot, picking up their 3rd straight victory. They're now 4-4 on the season. We'll be back in action Friday night in Atlanta to take on the Hawks. And just 11 games scheduled across the league tonight. The Toronto Blue Jays offseason is officially underway, and there's a key piece staying put. Shane Bieber has opted into a $16 million player option, according to multiple reports. Bieber posted 4 wins through 7 appearances for Toronto this past season. And in the NFL, the trade deadline made headlines yesterday. The Jets kicked off a major roster shakeup, sending star corner Sauce Gardner to the Indianapolis Colts in exchange for 2 first-round picks and wide receiver Adonai Mitchell. New York then shipped defensive tackle Quinnen Williams to the Dallas Cowboys for a 2026 second-rounder, 2027 first-round pick, and defensive tackle Mozzie Smith. Meanwhile, the Raiders dealt wide receiver Jacoby Myers to the Jacksonville Jaguars in return the 2026 4th and 6th round picks. The sports update is brought to you by the Garrison Memorial Golf and Curling Club. Limited Christmas party dates still available. Whether you have 50 or 150, we can host your party with a savory buffet dinner and quench your thirst with our full-service bar. Go to egmgolf.com for more details. I'm YouTube Trev. You're up to date.
closer to the hollow the devil may care. If I showed you around my heart, would you mind if I shared to show you what's wrong with me? I will not change it. I will wait patiently while you get painted out. Let me into your untainted tribe, to be the one who gets to live a lie. Oh, let me lie with you. I'll be a perfect stranger. I wanna be that stupid boy that you don't talk about. You better believe there's a sharp knife beside my bed. You better believe there's a sharp knife inside my head. And if you would leave, I would take you by the hand. You and I would leave, but it wouldn't be that bad.
8:33, hour 3 of the Nielson Show continues. Little Whale and the Wolf, Edmonton Zone. They are in the studio right now. You would get a sizable discount if you attended one of the shows. Probably you could say, "Hey,
I know him.
I know the keyboard guy.
Hey, he owes me money."
Yeah, you. Whale and the Wolf in the studio recording a new album. Date TBD for the release of that one. Wil Fraser in for Dustin Nielsen, Lieutenant Eric, YouTube Trev, keeping things locked down. He'll be trying to connect here with Ryan Rashog over the phone today. The morning mandate, the Got Your Back morning mandate coming up in just a few minutes. Just want to resit here, 780-218-9999. Lots of favorite redheads coming in. How could we forget? Bronco Nick says Yukon Cornelius, another my favorite character off that whole Rudolph saga. Text of the day. We're still looking for a text of the day. The Macramalla intros fell off.
Saga.
There are various versions of it, right?
There is.
Yeah.
They're more,
some
all
more
the more
dark than the.
horrifying
Yeah, I know.
next.
It's never turned. It's not a good
all
story.
dark.
Yeah. Well, the whole Santa thing too. Like he's got a.
Santa's got issues.
Yeah. Oh yeah. It's not all cozy up there in the hole. No. It's cold. It's lonely. It's cold.
That kind of a climate makes you make harsh decisions.
Absolutely. Yeah. You're trying to survive. Royal Pizza, you're trying to text in for $20 to Royal Pizza, is online for text of the day. So if you want to kind of swoop in right now, I mean, I do have a few on the hot list, but if you want to fly in and swoop up that $20 to Royal Pizza, by all means, 780-218-9999. We're back on 95.7 Cruise FM or on the iHeart TuneIn radio apps, EdmontonSportsTalk.com, and, of course, on YouTube. Hit the like. Give us a thumbs up if you haven't already. 169, so we can hit 200 by the end of the show easily. Subscribe to the channel. Nasty Chat's pumping away. Love to see it. And hour number 3, again, brought to you by GD Liquidators. Once again, your home for auctions and appraisals. The one-stop shop for new and used warehouse, office, and industrial items for almost 40 years. Don't miss their monthly online auctions, www.gdliquidators.com. You can call 780-447-2787 or 14510 124th Avenue. Trevor's giving me the sign that we have here, letting me know that Ryan Rashog is good to go. Over the phone, Shoggy's joining us on the Firehouse Hotline. 15 Firehouse subs locations across Edmonton and greater area. Easy to grab a hot and hearty sub close to home. Firehouse subs, hot, hearty, made to satisfy. Good morning, Ryan. How you doing? You're on with Lieutenant Eric and Wil Fraser.
Oh, man. That is an all-star cast. Where's the big guy?
Well, that's an overstatement.
we can start again if you like.
Nice to talk to you, Will. It's been a little while, buddy. How are you?
I'm good. I've been meaning to check in with you. Both my sons now live in Kamloops, so we need advice.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, what do you want to know? It's a great town.
Yeah.
Awesome place to grow up. Good, solid spots. You got the Kamloops Kelowna rivalry going all the time. So kind of like Calgary Edmonton. Man, it should feel familiar and good for them. What are they doing?
Where do they go for a bush party? Where did Ryan Rashog and his Kamloops days go for the bush party?
Oh, what did it used to be called? I can't remember. It was like the mounds or the this or the that. It was like this spot where everyone went and parked their cars and hung out and drank cranberry juice and listened to Boys to Men over the car stereos.
Sounds pretty perfect.
Ryan, have they ever brought you back for like a
Key to the City?
Ryan Rashog, like appreciation puck drop or something like that? I feel like it should be if it hasn't already happened.
No. There are far more distinguished, accomplished people that have rolled through there. The best I got, and it was wonderful and appreciated, I was the World Juniors were there one year. They were doing, I think they were doing an exhibition game there, and we were broadcasting it on TSN. And in game, I was working ringside in game, and they did something on the scoreboard where they were like, "Welcome back, former." Local Kamloops Blazer player after time at CFJC Television. Welcome back, Ryan. And there was this sort of muted smattering of confusion by the fans, and I waved to my family and friends, and then the game proceeded. So that's about all the festivities surrounding anywhere I go or return to.
I love it. Look,
I would have cheered, Ryan.
Yeah.
I would have stood up and cheered.
RCN wondering if the place to party was called Lover's Lane. Does that name ring a bell for you or anything like that?
No, that was not. I mean, there were places for that too. I was just never invited there. So.
Yes. Okay, let's crack down to the business, man. 2 games on the road this week. St. Louis failing to get to overtime there. 2-goal lead. Blown. Last night, same. Dallas, 2-goal lead blown. You can maybe chalk up different reasons by each night. It seems like the case with this team failing to kind of bring together a complete effort, a complete game. It's always something or something else night after night. But your thoughts just on this 2-game trip, 1 point out of a possible 4.
Yeah, well, a continuation of a concerning theme for the team, which is, they can play good enough hockey to get leads, but they just don't have the ability to finish off. And I think the common theme is big mistakes at times in games where they should be buckling down and making sure. And I think, not hanging on to these leads it's not a great trait. And it's something that it can get a little larger than life if you let it. And I think it's 6 of their 15 games now, or I think they played 15, where multiple goal leads have disappeared. And it's just individuals making big mistakes at points in the game where they should be dialed in and playing it safe and making sure.
What would you say, though, and as I mentioned, it's always kind of something else. Bouchard was feeling it. It seems like one night it's up with the fan base or up as you want to define it, and then it's down again. Goaltending always rears its ugly head. A lot of people commenting on just the lack of zest, to quote Reed Wilkins, in this team right now, and some people attribute that to coaching. But, is it just... Should we even look at one specific area or just say, hey, this is the month of October/November. Nothing matters. They will be fine.
No. I mean, don't say that. It's a full calendar month. Now, again, they're better this year than they have been either of the last 2.
Yep.
And they made it to the Stanley Cup final the last 2 years. So it's not this existential crisis of, oh, my goodness, is this a middling hockey team that is at risk of not making the playoffs? I think we all know there's enough in there for them to get it on track. Now, are they good enough to compete for a division and home ice advantage and all that? I'm not sure. Is there going to be a time where it feels a little touch and go? Maybe. But I would avoid the great big conversation about what this team truly is. I think it's okay to focus on the start of the season, why it's been bad, why this team continues to have bad starts to their season, and then you drill down even further and you go, what's happening in games and individual performances and such. So when you drill down to that level and you want to look at it, I mean, there are players who are underperforming this month in their own ways, right? Connor McDavid has been not Connor McDavid-like for most of the first month of the season, I would say. Leon Draisaitl, although the goal totals are up there, I'd say it's kind of come and gone from his game a little bit too. Evan Bouchard, whether it's, Olympic pressures or struggling under the weight of a new contract, whatever it is, he's playing, some of the most big mistake hockey. He's sort of piling a year's worth of big mistakes into the first month of the season. So that hasn't been good. But then it's not just the big guys. It's kind of throughout the lineup. And so I would say as a group, attention to detail and bearing down and increasing that competitive energy, especially when you have the lead, is something they got to work on as a group.
McDavid had 25 minutes of ice time last night. He, of course, is on the ice for one of the final 2 goals. The other top line was on the ice for the other. There is minutes out there to be grasped by a third and a fourth line, and it feels like early in games they're just not doing enough for their head coach to be going to them in crunch time in the third. Is that fair?
Yeah, I mean, it's a tale as old as time here in Edmonton. Well, it's not. It's a tale as old as McDavid's career here in Edmonton, which is head coaches need wins, find themselves jammed up in games, and they lean on their best players.
Yeah.
It's just over and over and over and over again. I understand why they do it. I've understood all along why they've done it. But there can be a cumulative effect. You can only do that so much. And not only are you tiring your big guys out, you're also, kind of disheartening the rest of your lineup.
Yeah.
But, I mean, they've got lots of inexperience in their lineup right now. I mean, they and I think Chris Knobloch has done a good job of playing that experience for the most part. He's dressing guys. He hasn't healthy scratched Ike Howard for 3, 4, 5 games at a time like they would do with Holloway and Broberg. Like, they're committing to having these guys in the lineup and trying to play them. And on nights where Howard has been decent or better, Knobloch finds him minutes. But on quiet nights, he's not willing to go back to those guys on nights that have been fundamentally more quiet for them because he wants to win games and he needs to win games and wants things not to be so stressful and pressure-packed and for this first part of the season to be so taxing on this group because they're not playing as well as they know they should. So it's a delicate balance for a coach. And right now, Tomashik, Howard, Savoy's getting more of a consistent look, I would say, but just some guys are – look, they're, Janmark, Hyman, Kapanen, those guys draw back into the lineup, and we're not even talking about the Phillips and Howards and those guys because they're a better team with better veteran players with more experience who help the group know how to play in these tight situations defending leads.
That's where I want to go next here. Join Brian Rashog, TSN Got Your Back pod on the Firehouse Subs hotline. Not Fred texts in, says Rashog would get a louder reception at a chiropractor convention. Perhaps that's the place where you could kind of go and get the pop. But going back to the lineup, you mentioned, we don't talk like Kapanen and Janmark. Hyman's obviously the one that people are kind of oozing for to get back in here. And maybe, his style of play and his demeanor and his attitude kind of gives this lineup a spark. My question to you, Ryan, is where does he fit in? And we all know where he fits in regularly, healthy, playing 100%, all the way up there at the top. Who would draw out of that top 6? And does he necessarily start there? I know a lot of listeners and viewers this morning say maybe he gets a soft touch and eased in on the third line. But your thoughts on Hyman deployment early on and kind of who's the odd man out when it comes to that top 6?
Yeah, we were talking about this last night with Struds on our show, and Struds made an interesting point. He said, with Roslovic playing as well as he's playing, and Podkolzin and Roslovic and Draisaitl being one of their better lines consistently for a number of games, right? And then you've got Mangiapane, who he can play up there if need be. This might finally be a top 6 that allows for Ryan Nugent-Hopkins to play third-line center. That the addition of Roslovic is such that they can confidently just move Nuge into that 3 spot, which pushes Henrique to the 4 spot, which that's a good fourth-line center. And then the Howards and Savoys and all those other guys will kind of slot in. Frederick, they'll build some identity lines and such. But, that was a thought that Struds had last night that I thought was interesting. That Nuge will be. Now, Nuge offensively, I mean, he's been good on the power play. I thought he got off to a good offensive start. You don't necessarily want to strip that out of your top 6, but I don't mind that suggestion. So I think that, when Hyman comes back, you could just see the traditional Nugent, Hopkins, McDavid, and Hyman. Then you keep that line the other line the way it is. With Roslovic, Podkolzin, and Draisaitl, Mangiapane drops down, and you build a third line, involving Henrique, Mangiapane, and then, whatever else you feel fits there. So I could see them loading up the top 6 with Hyman to start, but maybe it's a pathway to Nugent-Hopkins being that third center. As far as who comes out, I mean, take your pick, right? Howard, Phil, Tomashik doesn't need to be an every night guy at this point. Yeah. So, yeah.
The Oilers will return home 6-5-4 in the season. They are 4-0-2 at home. A couple days to lick their wounds here. Get set for a Saturday night battle with the Colorado Avalanche. Just your early thoughts heading into that one, and perhaps we were talking too, some teams fragile and stuff. You'd say, ooh, it's the Avalanche. Maybe this is just the game that the Oilers need in terms of, sometimes looking at the opposition and playing up to it or showing a better showcase of themselves against teams of that stature.
Yeah, well, I mean, I know Dallas is banged up, but they respect Dallas. That's a heck of a good team. I mean, anytime you're squaring off with Mikko Rantanen and Miro Heiskanen, like how good were those guys last night? But I thought the Oilers were actually pretty good for a big chunk of that game last night and got out to a 2-0 lead. So they got up for that game. They started well. I would fully expect them. I mean, they'd be silly to not take the Avalanche's very serious business. What I want to see from the Oilers is I want to see a level of putting their head down and getting to work and handling fortune well. So when you've got a lead, I want to see them start to play better. I want to see them dial it in even more. Now, in fairness to them, they didn't give up a lot defensively when they had that lead. Like, I don't think Dallas had much for shots in the third period.
Yeah.
But what I mean is, like, I don't know. I've seen some things creep in where it's a couple times they've got a 2-goal lead in a game, and they've got leaders on their team showing frustration with things not working and, slow changes to the bench and all that kind of stuff. We saw some of that last night. You look at that goal where Draisaitl missed Roslovic with a pass, right? And it gets turned over. Well, Draisaitl with a big look to the heavens, like, what the hell? And a big circle and a frustrated back check. Like, and I'm not saying he should have been back. He wouldn't have been there in time. But even Roslovic, stopped skating on the back check, or he otherwise would have been there. So I think when this team has a lead, they need to realize the value of it, put their head down, and be even better with their habits. Dial in even more with their commitment and their habits and their details to avoid the big mistake. Because I haven't liked some of what I've seen while they're playing with the lead. Like, you've got a lead. You got a chance to win a game here. Like, put your head down and push through it and go. This is not the time to be frustrated. Go, go, go. And I don't think they don't allow themselves to, to do that. They're still getting in their own way a little bit.
Right, Ryan, we'll let you go here. Just quickly, what's the latest with Got Your Back? When can people digest the latest stuff from you guys?
So, post-game pod from last night, there will be a Struddy's World today from 12 to 1. So if you didn't know, we're live from 12 to 1 on our YouTube and my X channel, and then that goes to podcast form. So Struds has got his own show today, and then we're going to drop an off-night pod tomorrow night. So lots of content coming your way in the next couple of days.
Nice.
Love it, Ryan. On behalf of Wil Fraser, speaking to you again, Lieutenant Eric, appreciate your time, man. Have a great week. We'll talk to you next Wednesday.
Well, if the kids are talking about an inordinate amount of time at a place called the Rendezvous,
okay,
you might want to intervene.
Okay, I'll double check. Thanks, buddy.
All right, pal.
Ryan Rashog, Got Your Back, TSN. We appreciate his time joining us on the Firehouse Subs hotline this morning. Interesting there in terms of the lineup and
sound
deployment.
Like a study hall.
Yeah, Rendezvous doesn't.
Yeah.
People also questioning his Boys to Men. I don't know if that was maybe the. I was questioning the cranberry juice.
Yeah.
Anyways, we'll move on. Let's get to the weekly rankings of power.
He
is crushing it today.
No, you guys are crushing it. This has been a very fun show.
The sarcasm is just
what?
This has been a very fun show.
It has.
Yeah.
You haven't.
As he cuts himself again.
You don't think you're having fun?
He
You're
loves
not having
taking
fun?
baths.
Yeah.
This should be the first. Okay,
they're good for you.
Yeah, they are. Let's get into the weekly rankings of power quickly here. It's brought to you by the Garrison Memorial Golf and Curling Club. Once again, limited Christmas party dates still available. Christmas is coming. Mm-hmm. We haven't hit American Thanksgiving
the goose
yet.
Is getting fat.
Well, we haven't even yet. Please put a penny in an old man's hat, right? Is that yeah? But even American Thanksgiving, in terms of oil, like we're not even. Right. That's end of the month. You got a long time until that first marker down in the NHL season where you can begin to clench your fist.
That first marker that the Oilers have proven doesn't count.
Exactly. Yeah. There you go. Proof in the pudding there. Garrison Memorial Golf and Curling Club. Plan your Christmas party with them. 50 to 150 people, doesn't matter. They'll host your party. Savory buffet dinner. They'll quench your thirst with the full-service bar. Go to egmgolf.com for more details. Okay, weekly rankings real quickly here. We're going to go into the top 10 Matthew Iwanek Grey Cup scenarios.
Okay.
You can play along at home, 780-218-9999. Always the best suggestions from you, the listener and or viewer, or on YouTube in the nasty chat. Number 10, he gets issued a citation or fine.
Yeah. Like, you want me to rank that?
No, I'm just saying, like...
What are the likelihoods of it?
No, but what would that, like, littering? Public spitting?
Yeah, like...
Some sort of a lewd...
I think...
Lewd behavior?
Yeah, I think he gets drunk and disorderly.
Like, you're going for the full...
Like, I think if and when it happens, it's an avalanche.
There's no middle
behavior.
ground here. Yeah. Okay, so...
Vandalism.
Yeah, I like that.
Taking a swing at a cop.
Tagging a gang tag.
Trying to grab a cop's gun. Like, we're talking that level.
Yes. Mistakenly, though. Yeah. Like, he...
Get over here. I just noticed it was loose. I was trying to put it back.
Number 9.
Take me.
Number 9, he'll be dared into streaking during the game. He's a fast guy.
Yeah, no, that's...
It's low on the list. You'd have citation fine at 9 and streaking at 10.
I would far rather believe him taking a swing at a cop before he would streak.
Number 8, he will fall in love with the city of Winnipeg and never return to Edmonton again.
Yeah, there's a chance there.
Do you see him as a Winnipeg guy?
Yeah. And like a religious conversion. Like,
yeah, not just the city, but the province of Manitoba.
Yeah. Like, and he would not shut up about everything that is just...
Actually, it's a lot better, actually, when you break it down.
Their roads aren't that bad, actually, if you look at them in a certain way.
I love
You know
Matty
what?
so much.
I prefer a 15,000 seat stadium. It makes it a little bit more intimate of an environment. Matthew
Iwanek is going to the Grey Cup this year as a fan in Winnipeg, and I'm excited for him. And I want him to keep me updated along his travels because he's a hard worker. He's always working. He never gets to really let the hair down and enjoy himself.
Not accomplishing much, but he works.
Number 7, he will weasel his way into the Grey Cup radio broadcast alongside Dustin Nielsen.
I don't like the term weasel.
He will find his way into.
Yeah, he'll grift his way in for sure. Yeah,
but it wouldn't hurt.
No,
having him up there and making sure everything is. It'd probably be better than whoever they have tasked with doing.
He'll have engineered Dustin to panic and insist that he join him. Right? It won't even be his idea. That's how multi-layered his game goes. He'll have without trying, he'll have convinced Dustin to insist that he be there.
Number 6, he stays at Chris Walby's place and develops an everlasting pen pal friendship with him.
Yeah.
Walby's place would be, I know Huss's place would be the place, but I'm sure that's taken like a lot of the floor space and all that. There's a few other characters out Winnipeg way that you might want to, but I think Chris Walby and Matthew's lust for like CFL retro and Days of Yore or whatever, Walby would just tell him stories all night long, and they'd sit around and he'd ask him questions and Walby would answer, and back and forth you go. Number 5, Machine Gun Kelly will find him and get his autograph. Huge fan.
Sure.
He's been following his work.
Yeah.
Loves the guy.
Yeah.
Machine Gun Kelly to Matty, not the other way around.
McLovin! Will you autograph this for me?
Number 4, he'll be tasked with singing the national anthem when Rufus Wainwright calls in sick.
Yeah, but he'll just play it off of his phone into the microphone.
The Rufus Wainwright experiment in LA. Did you any thoughts on that quickly?
I don't know why we always have to have thoughts on that. It's one of those things where it's like, can you believe he changed they're changing the lyrics all the time, man. I couldn't care less.
Number 3, Matty will convert to Mennonite.
He hasn't already? What? This is news to me.
I don't know if he's a card-carrying member, but he could be familiar with.
They've got a lot of good ideas.
The bread is outstanding. Number 2,
they're very simple people.
Number 2, he'll be inducted into the Canadian Football League Hall of Fame for his outstanding work on season-long fantasy.
Sure.
It's why it's number 2. It's the more likely of all.
Yeah. Listen, in the builder category, I don't know who goes in ahead of him.
Builder category, that's just it. Yeah. You've got player this, player that, player that, and builder, Matthew Iwanek. He's got my vote.
That's right.
And the number 1 in the top 10 Matthew Iwanek Grey Cup scenarios in Winnipeg, Manitoba, he will propose to his girlfriend.
Oh, don't even tease me with that.
Bam! Sorry to spoil the surprise, I guess, if that's already on the...
It'd be something.
On the cards.
It'd be something.
I would cry.
Oh, we would bawl.
I would be emotional.
Yeah.
I would be... And post-game, they're handing it out. There's streamers and banners and everything. And there he is dropping to a knee.
Yeah.
Grey Cup.
I just imagine a group of 20 of us rushing and like that slow motion of somebody shoving the fiance aside so that we can hug him. Yeah.
Well, it would be our moment as well.
Yeah, exactly.
Would it not? That is your weekly rankings of power for the Garrison Memorial Golf and Curling Club.
It's a good ranking.
Trev, you got the bed loaded here? Yes. Let's get into this, eh? Is it the same one that we were kind of throwing together here? Yeah, that's the one. Yeah.
I remember this now.
Yeah. It's the Marmot Basin Snow Report. Thank you to Brian and the incredible staff out at Marmot Jasper. Go check it out. Beginning of the season. Well, the snow report Wednesday, Thursday, Friday during the season. And just going over the Coles notes here. Snow starting to accumulate. Some early season snowfalls. Looks beautiful. Seeing the mountains with snow again. Temps have been dropping, allowing us to get the snow guns firing on all cylinders, Will.
Night, yep.
Looks to remain cold leading up to the targeted opening day of November 14.
Hey, fingers crossed.
Yeah, early season offers. You'll want to get these down as well. They said you can't afford not to take advantage of. So these are them. Yep. Kids ski free, rent free, free breakfast from November 14, the opening date, all the way till December 19. So once again, that's kids ski free, rent free, and get free breakfast Nov 14 to December 19. Family package is back. Deep discount of $289. That also goes until December 19th. Yep. $349 thereafter includes 2 adult lift tickets, 2 youth lift tickets, 17 and under. The Escape card also returning, offering 50% off tickets all season long. No blackouts. Additional Escape card deals can be found online. And early season discounts will be available on standard lift tickets depending on terrain available. So thank you to, once again, Brian and Cameron and the team out at Marmot. Check it out today. Once again, November 14 opening. And you got that kids ski free November 14 to December 19. And also that family package back until December 19. So some pre-Christmas, get out there. You got a long sled, post-Christmas, New Year, all that. But get out there right now. Looks like, again, the guns are firing up, all cylinders, temps dropping. This is a good sign right now.
Yeah, it's a really good sign.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, the system that hit southern Alberta did not extend up into the Jasper area, but Sunshine and Louise opened over the weekend. So all kind of good signs for early season in the Rockies. I don't know about your home hill. It's Castle Mountain, right? Yeah. Castle Mountain is your home hill. So I don't know if they're open yet or not, but
don't think so.
But we are mere weeks away from the mountains being alive again.
I can't wait.
We are grossly behind time. Let's get into the wrap for William Huff right now. If you want your place to look as good as ours, visit the team at WilliamHuff.com, in business since 1952. You know they're incredible what they do, WilliamHuff.com. Maddie Iwanik's got the Hangout coming up next. Keep it locked here, 9 to 11 on EST. We learned on the show today, all weather, all season tires, winter tires, they're all different. We also learned that Kira in the Nasty Chat's got a fiance that plays in the MLB, apparently for the Atlanta Braves. We didn't get a full name, though, so we'll just leave it at that. Text today, it's going to Abutski. He's going to Royal Pizza. Seriously, how could we expect the Oilers to overcome Atif's favorite Dallas star, the goalie? Ha, ha, ha. Atif had that answer yesterday. 39-0 for trivia. We've stretched to 40-0 in the 95.7 Cruise FM era this morning. Congrats to Chris. He's going to Bonnie Doon, Mr. Mike's. For Wil Fraser, who'll be back in the chair Friday morning. Dusty's back tomorrow. And YouTube Trev killing it on the sports updates. You're doing good now. Yes.
You do good
Very
now.
much so.
You do good now. I'm Lieutenant Eric. Once again, Hangout coming up next. Have a great day. We'll talk to you tomorrow.